All right, welcome in. It is Friday evening here in Northeast Ohio, and it is Angels versus Guardians on this Friday night. Big MLB slate going on here on Friday, but I'm looking forward to hopefully a Guardians win, and maybe, who knows, a series win at that. We have not done anything at all in the last, month? We have not even come close to winning a series. We continually suck on offense. I'm gonna get into it in a bit. But welcome on in, guys. Good to be here on this Friday evening. Guardians taking on the LA Angels. We're 17-20 on the season right now, and it does not look like we're gonna make the playoffs if we continue to play at this pace. With that said, we aren't too far out of first place, only because the Minnesota Twins aren't the most elite team in the AL Central or in the MLB at that fact. In fact, we are, what are we sitting? We're 3.5 games out. Now, we're not in second place anymore because the Tigers, for the second time this year, took a series from us. And I'll be honest with you, we cannot lose to the Tigers. We cannot lose series to the Tigers on a consistent basis if we're going to want to be a playoff team. We'll get into everything. We'll get into my 3 keys of the game here in just a moment, but let's go through a little bit of the opposing team's lineup. Ward's going to start things off for the Angels. Trout in the 2-hole. Ohtani, Rendon, Renfroe, Drury. 2 through 6, good hitters. I'm a little surprised they're only 3 games above 500 at this point in the season. They should be hitting better. They should be averaging about 6 runs per game with some of those guys in there. So it's a little... If I'm an Angels fan, I'm a little concerned that they're not hitting well from an offensive standpoint. But I'll tell you this, if we go dive into the hitting stats, I'm not sure it's all hitting. They are in the top 10 in batting average, 258 as a team, and they got 51 home runs on the season. So I think it's a little bit of started pitching. They get behind the 8 ball. Their bullpen is fantastic. If I'm not mistaken, I believe their bullpen is 3rd in the majors in terms of ERA. If I look at it, and I'm going to look at the splits real quick, relievers here for the Angels, and yeah, they are 6th. Sorry, they're 6th in the majors in ERA at 3.24. They have blown 7 saves though, so little bit of, I think, just miscuses for this team. If they can put it all together, who knows? Maybe they will be on their way to taking Trout and Ohtani and hitting the playoff stride and maybe playing for a championship. So we'll see. We'll see what the Angels do. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Guardians lineup tonight. Steven Kwan in the 1, Rosario in the 2, Ramírez in the 3. That seems to be every single night. Those are going to be your consistents. They did switch Naylor and Bell recently. 4-5. I guess, those are interchangeable in my opinion. I do like Bell, who's in the 4 tonight, much better in that spot than I do Josh Naylor. Arias is getting a start here in the 6, Jimenez in the 7, Straws in the 8, and Gallagher, thank God, is in the 9-hole because Mike Zunino has been awful. And when I mean awful, I mean so bad. In fact, I don't want to harp on Mike Zunino too much tonight because he's not even in the lineup. But let me tell you what he's done recently. In his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, he's gone 0 for 20. In his last 6 games, he's gone 0 for 20 with 15 strikeouts. Mike Zunino is striking out 75% of the time when he gets up to the plate. Now, here's kind of the funny thing. When the lineups came out today, I saw Zunino was in the lineup. He was actually in the 8-hole and Straw was in the 9. Just a couple minutes ago, I checked out what was going on. It looks like he was taken out of the lineup. I didn't hear any reason why, or maybe it was just a typo by the Guardians who sent that out to MLB.com. So, not sure what happened there, but thank God Zunino's not in the lineup. 75% of the time when this guy has been up to bat, in the last 6 games, he has struck out. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, 3 keys to the game, and I don't have 3 because there's only 1. The Guardians got to hit the effing ball. They have got to hit the ball. It is getting embarrassing that they can't hit the ball. Now, what is kind of surprising is the fact that the team that they're chasing in the AL Central is actually a worse hitting team by 2 percentage points. The Minnesota Twins are batting .220 as a team, but the Cleveland Guardians are batting .222 as a team. But do you want to know the difference between those two teams? One of them can hit the ball out of the ballpark, and the other can't. And I'm going to let you guess which one can't. Yeah, you guessed right. That's the Cleveland Guardians. They only have 19 home runs on the season. They are 5 now behind the Washington Nationals for worst in the majors. Just an absolute embarrassment as a Major League Ball club right here to be 19 home runs in 36 or 37 games into the season. So, not great. Minnesota, by the way, if you're wondering, they can hit the home run ball. They actually have 47. They're in the top 10 in the majors. So, that's my one and only key to the game. Scoring first, getting people on base, putting runs across the board. That's how you win ball games. I'm not sure if anybody in that clubhouse needs to read a pamphlet on how you win Major League ball games, but that is pretty much the Cliff Notes version. Hit the ball, get on base, and score runs. And also, can we score first? That has been a problem lately. Detroit, they scored one. Actually, we scored twice against Detroit. So I guess on top of that, the bullpen's got to do their job, or our starting pitching's got to do. It's just been so awful as a Guardians fan. It's just been so bad. But if you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Hope you're having a great Friday. Say hello. Enjoy a live stream here. And hopefully, I think we're going to get the game in. There is some rain on the way, though. There's definitely some rain on the way. So we'll see if it rains at all tonight. I don't think it's going to. And, yeah, we'll see. So, we are just about 3 minutes away for a first pitch here at Progressive Field. And I hope we can do something tonight, man. I'm going to be so disappointed if we can't do anything offensively. Thanks, Al. Go Guardians. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. Al, good playing poker with you again last night. I think I just have your number, buddy. I just have your number. All right, so a couple minutes away. I got some bets tonight. Let me go through my bets. Let's see. What can I give out that's in play? I have a huge soccer slate coming up tomorrow. By the way, 9 a.m., Ian and I, we're live for our soccer show tomorrow morning. All right, did that one start? Let me see. I have Mets Nationals. That one's just underway. I did take over 9 there. And that is the only thing. I only have 4 plays today. I know it's a massive MLB slate. I only have 3 in the MLB, and I have 1 NHL. But I know it's a massive slate today, but I just didn't like anything I saw. Billy Joe, man, it is almost showtime. Logan Allen trots. Okay, he didn't really trot. The rest of the team trotted. He walked very slowly out to the mound. Is Ahmed Rosario carrying a Frisbee in his back pocket? What was that? I don't know what was in... What is in Ahmed Rosario's back pocket? Is it the oven mitt? Okay, it's the oven mitt. So I guess... I don't know why he has that when he's on the defensive end. Maybe he just left that in his back pocket, but it looked like a Frisbee. I don't know. All right, so Logan Allen start. I think this kid's good, and we'll see. These young kids, I said, don't overreact on how good they were early on the season because, that's probably not going to come true once people have seen what stuff they have. And I think we saw Battenfield is probably fixing to go down to the minor leagues a little bit here. If McKenzie gets healthy, Savali, if they're back in the lineup. So we'll see. I like the Logan Allen kid. I think out of all the youngsters, Bibby, Battenfield, Gaddis, and Logan Allen, I think Allen is probably the most promising. Allen, again, to go over his stats real quick, he's three starts in, 2.70 ERA, and last time out, actually, I think, what did he do? I think he only gave up like 2 runs or something. I don't think he's given up more than 2 runs in an outing, except for 1. And I guess 33% of the time he has. But why can I not Sorry, I cannot get the freaking... There we go. I'm trying to pull up his stats. There we go. 1.26 whip, 19 strikeouts. I actually picked him up today on my fantasy team because I needed some strikeouts. But I think he's got some good movement on his fastball. We'll see what he does here. We're about ready to get underway here at Progressive Field. Allen, the first pitch to Ward is right across the plate at 92 miles an hour, and it is strike number 1. Let's go, Guardians. Let's get a win, man. Let's start a series off with a win. Ward swung over top of that one in the dirt, and it's 0-2. So another thing I like about Allen is this guy just fires quickly to the plate. He throws before the pitch clock even has time to reset, really. That's a ball up and in, 1-2 to Ward. So Ward leading off, Trout's on deck, and that is a strike 3, swing and a miss by Ward, and there's one down in the top of the first inning. Let's go, man. I told you, this Logan Allen, I picked him up because I needed strikeouts, and look what he gave me. Now, Ward and Trout are two different ball players, so we'll see how he does against Mike Trout. Mike Trout, I feel sorry for, man. I want this guy to make the playoffs. The MLB wants this guy to make the playoffs. We'll see if the Angels get there. A first pitch swing, roped down the left field line and foul. Good play there by the ball guy on the left field line. Makes a one-hop snap there, so good athleticism from him. So Mike Trout 0-1. And that is up and inside. Count is even at 1-1. Allen, lefty, and I think this is another reason he's going to just fill in our rotation. There's not many decent lefties, and there is a check swing, and Mike Trout went. And it's 1-2. And Logan Allen had Mike Trout very confused. Sign him up right now, Billy. I say do it, man. This kid looks pretty good. Battenfield, Gaddis, Bibby, I mean, those kids, they had their moments, but this guy's at least been the most consistent. He jams Trout, and that is going to be, I believe, Jimenez there, who gets it at second base on a little pop fly. So 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Let's go. You're just coming in. Smash that like button. It's Friday Night Baseball. Cleveland Guardians hosting the LA Angels. I think it's, we see them one time on the road, but this is the only time Cleveland will see Ohtani, who's up at the bat, and that is a first pitch strike at 79. Took a lot off of that one, and Ohtani just maybe trying to get used to Allen here. Takes that one low. Woo, close, 92. Just below the knees, they're going to say. So Ohtani, 1-1 count. Allen working quickly, and that is off the plate. Tried to go back to that 79-mile-an-hour breaking ball, but just couldn't find the strike zone. Ohtani and Allen got to be probably the quickest pitcher-hitter duo ever. Ohtani rarely steps out of the box. Logan works quickly, and it's 3-1 after a miss there. So let's see if Allen can come back, get back in this count, and he does not. He loses Ohtani. I don't know if that's just a youngster, a little scared of giving up a big home run to Ohtani, or maybe, just didn't want to let him hit. But Ohtani gets a walk there, and there's going to be a runner on first with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Minnesota, again, leads the Central with Detroit 3 games back and the Guardians 3.5 after losing that series to Detroit. We're going to see Rendon here, who's hitting .292, and he swings at our first pitch. Fastball down the middle, and it's going to get caught by Miles Straw about halfway to the wall on the track. And that'll end the top of the first inning. We go bottom 1. Guardians 0, Angels 0. Let's go. Let's get these bats going, man. We have got to get these bats going. Come on. One time, get the bats going. Oh, you mean the ball boy, Billy? Yeah. He was a big dude, too. I don't know if we... He might have been slower than Naylor. That's probably why. He only has that 5 yards to roam. But still, hey, better than Rosario. Speaking of which, I saw an article today about maybe trades for the Guardians. Rosario was on it. Bieber was on it. Miles Straw was on it, and I don't mind that. Miles Straw and Stephen Kwan are some of the same person, really. If you can get the back end of the lineup with Zunino and Jimenez and insert Gallagher there, I don't think you need Miles Straw. But from a defensive standpoint, he's fantastic, and it's hard because our outfield hasn't been great for years. So I'm not sure I really want to get rid of Straw because of his defensive play. But with that said, if you're in the market or somebody's in the market for a defensive center fielder, he's got such a high price point probably on him right now that maybe you could get something worthwhile. I don't know. What's up, Eddie? It does bad if you're a Guardians fan. It's like being a Browns fan. It's just it's a longer season, really. Speaking of which, NFL schedule came out yesterday, and the Browns opened with the Bengals, and I just think that's a weird opening game. In fact, there's a lot of teams that are opening with division opponents, and the back end of the Browns schedule doesn't feature divisional opponents at all, really, with the exception of maybe 2 in the last 6 weeks. I don't understand. I thought the NFL was trying to make the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season very divisional heavy. I just don't understand why all of a sudden that thinking has changed. I don't know. Chiefs open with the Lions. I don't get that opening game as there's a first pitch ball to Stephen Kwan to start things off here in the bottom of the first. Yeah, I don't understand why the Chiefs are playing the Lions on opening. Like, that's just a weird, I don't know. Put the Chiefs and Eagles. I mean, I don't know if they play the Eagles, but 2-0 here to Kwan. Adolfo, man, what's up, buddy? Who thinks I won? You won what, man? Fouled off 2-1 here. 2-1 for Stephen Kwan. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this offense going. So, Tyler Anderson's the pitcher tonight. He's got over a 5 ERA. Hasn't been fantastic. Eddie, what'd you do? What was your dream about? Stephen Kwan rips one to first base. And right there is Ursula. And by the way, if that name and face sounds familiar, it's because it's Gio, from the Guardians, or what used to be the Indians back in the day. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And Tyler Anderson, not a great pitcher, but I thought he was going to be much better. He hasn't started the season well. I hope he does get better. Rosario's up here batting .242, takes a first pitch strike at 89. That was well below the knees. I don't know what that call was if you're not going to give Logan Allen the call. I mean, it was, that's ridiculous. Down low, 1-1. You had to dream the Mariners had 22 points and the Tigers had 11. I like it. What's the score? 6-0, second inning. That's awesome, Eddie. You're on your way. Oh, Rosario gets into one. That's in the gap. It's going to fall and go all the way to the wall. Trout catches up with it. And Ahmed Rosario's going to go for 3. And that is a safe. Woo, my God. I was about to say that was the stupidest thing you could have done, in all honesty, when your offense isn't going, is to try to get an extra bag. But Rosario has speed. It goes all the way to the center field wall. Trout gets it. I think he nonchalant kind of picks it up. And by the time he throws it, Rosario's turning around second, headed into third. And that's a 1-out triple by Ahmed Rosario. We got to get him going. What's up, Billy? How you doing, man? How you doing? Chiefs' schedule's brutal now. They play Bengals, Eagles, Bills. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but to my point and to what you said, all those games are better. I do kind of like the fact that the Browns finally are in a Hall of Fame game, and it's against the Jets. The only thing that sucks is everybody that goes to that game is not going to see Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is not playing in the Hall of Fame game. So 2-0 coming up to José Ramírez with a runner on third and less than 2 outs here. I'll be honest with you, this is the problem the Guardians have, is hitting with runners in scoring position and being able to play this small ball game. So 2-0 to Ramírez, who's batting .270. Anderson fires one. That is deep for Ramírez at the wall. Oh, Trout runs into the wall, makes the catch. And that is going to score Ramírez. So the Guardians do have a 1-0 lead and 2 outs, and Ramirez took that to the deepest part of the ballpark, but it just did not go. A good catch there by Trout in center field. I still kind of want to get rid of Rosario. I think we can get something better back in return than what he is. The Chiefs are, well, I would say not really, because you get to play, the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers 6 times a year. I mean, it's hard to argue with how easy those have been. I think I heard a stat like, Mahomes is 27-3 against those teams. Chargers are bad, but that comes more from a coaching perspective, and they always have injuries. They always have injuries. They're like constantly, their wide receivers are never to be seen. 0-2 coming to Bell. Nobody on, 2 outs. Run in here for the Guardians. Bell batting .216. He's kind of been consistent at the 216, 219 level. He squirts that one out, foul down the right field line. Yeah, well, I think the Chargers probably have to be one of the most overrated teams based off of expectations and then what happens in reality. 0-2 pitch, and that swung on and missed. So we go top 2, but the Guardians strike first. Let's see if they can hold that lead. It is Guardians 1, Angels 0 as we go to the top of the second. Yeah, Al, we'll see. I mean, that's a problem. I think that is a problem for us. But I will say the other thing. We're not putting crooked numbers up on the board either. We're putting 1s up, maybe a 2 up here and there. But when's the last time we put a 4 or 5 spot up in an inning? It's very few and far between. It was like the first 2 weeks of the season we were doing that, and then all of a sudden we can't hit the broadside of a barn. Eddie, that's kind of a hard one. Will the Raiders be bad? I don't know, and also I'm going to be biased. I thought they got a great tight end in the draft. I'm a huge Michael Mayer fan. I think that's a great pickup. I talked to somebody the other day who worked as a psychologist for the Raiders when Greg Olsen was there. And this guy, he actually trains, it's not psychology. You guys know like those, I guess the disc, like where you take all those answers and they like tell you what kind of personality you have. So he does that for professional athletes. And he told me that Derek Carr played his best football when Greg Olsen found out how to lead him by taking one of these tests. And ever since then, the Raiders have not had anybody within their organization willing to take, that test to help learn how other people think on the field and how they learn and what their personality is. So it's kind of funny. Like I think maybe the Raiders need to do a little more self-learning and become a more elite team, or get Greg Olsen back, because he's the only one, it seems like, who's led Derek Carr to a great season. So Billy, for sure, man, and we will be here at 1 o'clock on, I believe it's September 10th. I'll be here at 1 o'clock live streaming Bengals Browns Week 1. Looking forward to it, Billy. Having another great year of in-state and in-division rivalry. But is there really a rival when we suck? 2-1 pitch coming from Allen to Renfroe. Renfroe, a good hitter here. He's got some power behind him. Struggling a little bit. 257 on the year, but I mean, in that's struggling. I think for good ball clubs, but that's at the top of the batting order there for the Cleveland Guardians. I'm not sleeping on the Chargers at all, Al. But I do think that they are, in recent years, they for sure have been one of the most overrated to expectations of what happens in reality. And I'll say the only team probably bigger that had less expectations or higher expectations that sucked were the Broncos last year. I don't know why everybody felt that the Broncos with Russell Wilson were going to be the best team in the West. Renfro pops one. It's about 1.5 miles high to left field. Stephen Kwan calls off everyone. And it's right there, one out here in the top of the second. If you're coming in, smash that like button. Let's get up to 30 likes tonight. Let's do it. I know we can do it. Hey, we can talk football all day long. I love talking football. Let's go. JD, not sure. Welcome in, buddy. I'm not sure if this one's going to go over. I stayed away from this. I did take the Guardians on the money line just because I think Allen's the better pitcher in this spot, and we're due to do some hitting. But if we only have one run, God, and it comes down to our bullpen, I could definitely see us. We have 8 blown saves, which is still more than the 7 that the Angels have. It's 1-1 here to Drury, who it was a great hitter with I believe it was the Arizona Diamondbacks he used to play for. Hasn't done too much here with the Angels. Hopefully he can turn things around. Logan Allen just made him look pretty funny on that pitch down in the dirt. 1-2. Yeah, Billy, in division games, they're always going to be a little bit tougher. We always want to beat the in-state rival for sure. And there goes Drury down. Second strikeout of the game for Allen, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the first. I'll tell you right now, though, when it comes to that opening game, Deshaun Watson, if he does not perform in that game at all, I think we might win that opening game just because I think Joe Burrow is a guy when he starts a season or when he has started a season for the last couple years, he kind of has gotten into it in a slower route. I feel like he's a guy that, just kind of doesn't play the preseason. He comes in and he does what he does, and then as the season goes on, he's like, all right, I'm going to turn it into the next gear, right? Now, with that said, I think Watson, because of how bad his season ended last year, as it's 1-2 here to Ursula, I do think that we are going to see Watson come out firing in that first game, because if he turns in a dud, if he throws like 3 interceptions in that game, and we get destroyed by the Bengals, I will lead the charge that Watson needs to be off the team. Billy Joe, the Lions this year, they came on strong last year, but until the Lions do anything, I'm going to have the same faith in them that I have the Browns. There's always like, oh, they're going to do something. Oh, they're going to be good. And then we have the same discussion around Thanksgiving every year, 2-2 pitch to Gio, and that is going to be taken at second base, and that's 1-2-3, and Logan Allen having a good start to this game. No hit through 2 innings for the Angels, and we go bottom 2. Cleveland 1, Angels 0. Chiefs are a 7-point favorite against the Lions? That seems low. But again, in these first few weeks of the NFL season, I do think, quite honestly, I do think that, some of these bigger quarterbacks like your Burrow and your Mahomes, and even maybe this year Jalen Hurts, because of the preseason and how it's set up now, those guys just don't play anymore. And it's totally different to me in terms of, playing and practicing in a game. So I just, I think the preseason, the way it's set up now, actually hurts the level of play in the first couple of weeks of the season. I think we saw that a little bit last year. But yeah. Well, that's another thing, though, Billy. Quite honestly, is will he be healthy enough? He's a little injury prone, and that's got to worry you, that every season you have to kind of hold your breath when he gets hit. The question is, did you guys do enough in the draft? You feel strong about your offensive line? We'll see. So we go bottom 2. Guardians up 1-0. If you're just coming in, smash that like button. Good to see everybody here on the Friday night. Hey, we're watching the Guardians, but we talk sports anything. We'll talk baseball, hockey. There's hockey playoffs going on. I believe the Knicks and the Miami Heat are playing this evening, so we can keep you updated on scores there. Around the league, you know what? We'll get into that here at the end of the second. Looks like Anderson is ready to pitch to Josh Naylor. Naylor batting $191 on the season. And the first pitch is going to be down and outside. It's 1-0 to him. So, Naylor, 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. It's kind of hit or miss with this guy, as it is for a lot of the bottom of the lineup. That one's inside, and it's 2-0 to Naylor. Him, Zunino, Straw, they've all had moments where they've looked good. But for the most part, those 3 have really struggled with some bad streaking of bad at-bats. It is now 2-1 after Naylor takes one right down the middle. If you're not watching the game and you don't know who Tyler Anderson is, this guy has one of the weirdest deliveries. He double fakes almost every time, as there's ball 3 to Naylor up high. He double fakes his pump all the way, or every single pitch. It's like a pump fake for a basketball player when he's shooting. You know, I'm surprised this is legal, because I wonder after the first pump if you're allowed then to go over to first. As Naylor is going to walk here, that is a bit surprising that Anderson didn't pitch to him a little better there. But there is going to be a runner on first with nobody out here in the bottom of the second, and that is going to bring up Arias, who hasn't had a lot of starts this season, but we'll see. Billy, I do the Wheel of Winners for baseball, but only if we have a lot of people in here. It's like, I say like at least 20, 25. If I have 20, 25 by like the 7th inning, I will do the Wheel of Winners for baseball. But just because I'm going to do like 60 games, I want to have at least, a viewing audience. But yeah, if we get up to like 25 today at the 7th inning, I'll do Wheel of Winners for sure today. Arias takes a pitch right down the middle. There's a stolen base by Josh Naylor. I don't know if it was catcher indifference. They didn't really show Naylor go, so I don't know if he just picked the right timing on Anderson or what, but Josh Naylor just stole second. He does go. He goes on first movement, and nobody is paying attention to him, and why should they? Arias rips one. That's the third base. It could have been a single and an RBI, but the hot corner there takes it, and there's one out here in the bottom of the second. Man, that was a shot by Arias to third base, and we had a chance. So now we're going to get Jimenez up, and Jimenez has been awful lately as well. 214, that's another guy you could say hasn't done much. The whole lineup, quite honestly, with the exception of maybe Ramirez and Bell recently. Jimenez, batting 7th, 214 average. And the problem with Jimenez lately is he's starting to watch Mike Zunino swing and miss, and I think it's rubbing off on him. He takes a cut at that first pitch, 83-mile-an-hour changeup, and it's 0-1. Fouls the next one off at 86, and it's quickly 0-2 to Jimenez. This guy is not doing good. Not doing good at all. If he could just get a single, maybe it pumps him up. Yeah, Billy, I coming into the new year here, I definitely wanted to, and I'm sure, and I know all my true followers would agree with this. I want to stop being less of an ATM machine and have people like contribute and be part of that stuff, to reward them. Also, Billy, I don't know if you know this, but I started a Grandstand Bettors Poker League. There's a single through the left side of the infield, and that is not going to score Naylor because he is not fast enough. But I did start a Grandstand Bettors Poker League on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's a free poker league, or there's a prize pool. Anyways, if you're interested, if you like to play poker, send me an email at grandstandbettors@gmail. That's actually for anyone. Anybody out there, please, if you want to join our poker league, we've had 2 tournaments so far. A good turnout. I think we had 12 or 11 the first one, and then we had 7 the other night. So it's been fun. It's been fun. First and third, bottom 2. And Straw rips one right back to the screen. Just missed that one. Straw hitting 229 here. And let's see if we can't get a base knock and get up by 2 runs. Billy Joe, you tried, man? I'm telling you, it's super easy to get into. I will walk you through it right now. 0-1. 0-1. But shoot, Billy Joe, man, send me an email because it's a lot easier. Number one, because I got to get if you want to be in it, I do have to have you on the email list because I send a weekly update, so everybody knows what's going on. But I will get you on it right now. You can do it through your phone. You can do it through the iPad. I know how to do it. It takes 2 seconds. 2-1. 2-1 to Miles Straw. 229 on the year. Anderson, this will be his 30th pitch, and he's going to throw over to first base. Taking a look at Jimenez. So Jimenez finally gets a hit. Let's hope that gets him going here. I would love to see him have like a 4-for-4 night. Miles Straw swings, and this is going to be taken into shallow center field. Trout runs on. Naylor, is he going to tag? He is going to tag and score. He is safe. 2 outs. You don't know how to send emails? Okay. Well, I can't help you there then, Billy Joe. So 2 outs. Runner on first. Naylor ran into the catcher there, and the trainer came out. He looks good. But, hey, Miles Straw gets an RBI flyout. Billy Joe, it doesn't hurt me, man. It doesn't hurt me. I just wanted you to try to get in. But I can still tell you, I mean, you just won't be on the email list, but I can definitely still tell you how to do it. If you're interested, it's super easy. There's a first pitch strike with oh, I'm sorry, Jimenez did go down to second. So there's a runner on second here with 2 outs and a 2-0 lead for the Guardians. With the catcher Gallagher hitting, and I like the start here. Zunino's been absolutely awful. 0 for 20. 0 for 20 in his last 6 games. And Gallagher is not going to do much better. He's going to ground out to second base, and that will be the end of that. But the Guardians add another run. Again, not a crooked number, but a number nonetheless. And it is going to be top of 3. Cleveland 2, LA Angels 0. JD, you're excited for Baker and Cousins week 1. Is Baker going to be the starter? Is that confirmed? Is he? I wasn't sure he would be the... yeah, Billy Joe, you go ahead. Well, yeah. I mean, as long as you don't mind people having your email, but yeah, you can send it on here. I'm trying to think of a good way. Yeah. I could delete it real quick. I just don't want you to get like... I mean, everybody on here is really nice. I don't think they would spam you, but I just, you know... I wish I could send a message to somebody, but I can't do that. The easiest way, Billy Joe, really though, to join the poker league is to do it with me talking to you right now. So if you have your phone or whatever device you want to use, have the poker league on it. Please let me do. Oh, Billy, no, you don't have to do it every week. It's kind of like go at your own pace. Like, hey, if you can join us this Thursday, you know, yeah, it's totally free. We play it on an app. We play it on the free Poker Stars app. That way it's, you know, just easy. You get free. They give you free chips. So, yeah, it's super easy. Yeah, but if you're interested, just go ahead and email me and I can, or if you guys want to sign up right now, I'll walk you through it. It takes 2 seconds. That's awesome, Billy, for sure. So either email me or let me know, and I'll walk you through it right now. We go to top of the 3 here, and Logan Allen has got a no-hitter going. Let's not get too excited. He didn't go 7 innings, which I think Cal Quantrill did last Sunday, right? But he does start off with a ball here to, I want to say, Taze? I don't know. Al, if you're in here, man, how do you say this guy's name? I forgot to look this guy up. I was making the lineups, and I said to myself, this guy's going to come up. I'm not going to know how to pronounce it. And, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, Billy Joe needs a walkthrough. I'll say it on here, but if not, Billy, yeah, go ahead and just email me. It's super easy. So, 2-1 count coming up to Teas? Babe, can you look this guy's name up? 92 mile an hour fastball. Yeah, Al's in there. We got some regulars. Andy's in there. Andy's a friend of the channel. Sports betting chick, she's in there. So we got some people. Yeah, we got some regulars of the channel. My goal is to grow that up to 2025. I think it would be fun. If you have friends that play poker and they don't even participate in my channel at all, it's for anybody. I just want to get a nice, fun, free, easy kind of poker, once a week kind of thing going on out there. I think it's just fun to have a community of people and have a good time. 2-2 pitch is fouled away.
I think it's
Thays? Thace. Matt Thace is what I'm getting. Matt Thace is what I'm getting for the... Am I saying that right, Al? Matt Thace. The wife had to look that one up. Matt Thace. Thanks, Billy. Yeah, appreciate it. So, 2-2 here. Alan, 39th pitch coming up to Thace, I think. And that is ripped down the line. That's going to go at least for a single. Quan picks it up fast, throws it into second base, and he will keep Thace to a single. Let's go. Good play there by Quan. I don't know why I have 2 outs, but there's a runner on first now with nobody out. All right, there we go. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Let's get up to 30 today. I think we could do it. It's a Friday night. The game's got to get interesting. It's been a little boring up till this point. I mean, 2 really boring runs by the Guardians. There's a first pitch strike to Nito. Nito, 235 on the year, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Only a .319 on base percentage. Not great for your number 9 hole hitter. Who, if you're Straw, this guy's kind of like Straw as he takes a ball in the dirt. You kind of want him to have a little bit higher of an on base and let somebody like Quan come in and either get him over. I don't know. Nito hasn't. He's not a great batter. I mean, in his career anyway. 2-1 now to Nito. And if I'm Logan Allen, the only thing I don't do in this situation with nobody out is walk the number 9 guy. So hopefully Allen can get dialed in here. This will be his 43rd pitch. He's going to set and deliver the 2-1 to Nito. And that is taken into the gap, but Miles Straw's right there, and there's 1 down. And the top of the order is going to roll over with Ward, and then we should see Trout. Hopefully we could get a double play ball here and make Trout lead off next inning. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, so when you join, what happens is the app that you play on, number 1, when you sign up, they give you 35,000. Oh, there's a double play ball. Oh, it scoots through the middle. It's going to go as a single, and it is going to be first and second now with 1 out. Gosh, so close. So close to a double play ball. Ward swings on a nice breaking ball. It goes over Logan's head. I don't know why he moved out of the way. He probably would have been the best one to grab that. It was kind of over his head anyway. Yeah, so Billy, what we do on Thursday. So when you sign up, you get free chips. I think it's 35,000. And the tournaments, I made a home game, and the tournaments cost 20,000 chips. So you say to yourself, okay, let's say I use 20 of my 35,000 chips. Well, then how am I going to get in the next week? Well, every 4 hours, you can log into the app and get 15,000 chips. So really, as long as you log into the app a couple times a week and just click the button that says free chips, you'll have enough to play each and every week. It's as simple as that. It's not. I try to tell people it's not rocket science. It's pretty easy. She's correct, but emphasize the is. Thias. Thias. Okay. Matt Thias.
How to pronounce .com did me wrong.
My wife said how to pronounce .com did me wrong. So, Billy, but the same thing. So, well, yeah, so there's tournaments every week. So Thursdays, it's a monthly leaderboard, but you play down to one person every week. So you get points based on how you do. So, I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, even if you miss a week, but then you win 2 tournaments, I mean, you might have enough points to be at the top of the leaderboard. So, yeah. I'm going to I'll send you all the information, but there's also, we're going to have a Player of the Year award as well. 1-2 pitch coming to Trout. That's going to be trouble down the right field line. Did it drop fair? It did not. It dropped just foul. And the only reason I know that is because Arias had no sense of urgency once the ball landed. I swear, man, that looked like it landed on the line. Let me take one more look at this. No, clearly about 6 inches foul. But Arias just stopped, and that's how I knew it was it was a foul ball there. Let's go. Mike Trout, 1-2 pitch coming to him. There's 1 out here, 2 on, first and second. Top 3, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Guardians. Allen sets and delivers to Trout. And did he get him? He did not. Check swing there by Trout. Evens the count at 2-2. Al just has run into me at some bad times. I did win last night. I ended up taking down the tournament. It was a good back and forth. Heads up, by the way. I actually got lucky that I didn't go out. I had queens against aces pre-flop in a situation. Luckily, I had more chips. But yeah, it's been a really fun time. It's been good. The best thing about it is the more people we get, you know, the prize pool will get bigger if you are a part of it. There is a paid version for it. You can play free. I'll send you all the details though. But yeah, Logan Allen strikes out Mike Trout for his 3rd of the evening. And that is going to be 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. He's got, I believe, Trout twice now, if I'm not mistaken, or just once. I think it was 2. Thanks, Billy, man. And if you have any friends, that play, hey, just send the info to them too. So 2 outs, 2 on, nobody out. Allen a little bit of trouble, and his pitch count here is at 53. He's really had to work here in the top of the 3rd inning. Ohtani's the hitter, 0-1 to him. Allen takes a long look at Thias, and a swing and a miss. 0-2. Ohtani now taking that, what seems like a mandatory timeout, now 0-2. 91-mile-an-hour heater on the inside part of the plate, and Ohtani, who likes it in there, just could not catch up. So 0-2 coming up. And that is off the plate, 1-2. So Allen, a lot of pitches this inning. It looks like he'll probably get through the 5th inning. Again, he's gone 5 innings in each of his first 3 starts in his career. And that is a swing and a miss. And this young kid just sent down Trout and Ohtani. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Guardians 2, Angels 0. And this, I'm telling you, I like this kid, man. This is the one guy out of those youngsters that I think is going to stay up for a long time and hopefully never look back at the minor leagues. But you never know. I did post the question, will the Guardians win a series finally? And 64% of you say no. So I don't know if that's just PTSD from coming off the Tigers loss, but it's been bad. Yeah, and you know what, Billy Joe mentions Pitt 1, Baltimore 0, top 3, and I have not updated anybody on scores around the league, so let's do that. Mariners 6-0, bottom 4 over the Tigers. Hey, maybe we can jump back in front of them here. Mariners giving us some help. That's the end of 4 right now. Reds, Marlins, 1-1 top 5. Mets, Nationals, 1-0 bottom 2. I have that game over 9. Not looking great so far, but there's been 5 hits through 1 1/3 inning, or 1.5 innings. There's only been 1 run. So, again, the Mets are leaving people on base. They have 3 hits and no runs. Crazy. Pirates, as Billy Joe mentioned, mid-3. 1-0 Pirates. Rays have a 2-1 lead over the Yankees. I believe Rosarina led that game off with a home run, if I'm not mistaken. Top 4, Braves, Blue Jays, zeros, and St. Louis up 2-0 over the Red Sox there, mid-3. Other games are coming up later in the evening, and we'll get you updated on those scores once they start. And I believe there is an NBA game that's just underway. The Knicks up 8-4 over the Heat, and the Florida Panthers up 2-0 on the Toronto Maple Leafs. That is just coming to a close at the end of the first period there. So Toronto backs to the wall, and they're down 2-0 at the end of the first. We do have that's our Patreon bet. That is over 6.5 tonight. So hopefully we can get a winner there. Bottom 3, Stephen Kwan to lead things off, and that's a first pitch strike down the middle at 88. And Kwan 0 for 1 with a ground out. Batting .264 on the year. 1 home run, 12 RBIs. And he's going to lift this one off. That is going to, though, die into center field, and Mike Trout's going to be under that. 2 pitches and 1 quick out for Tyler Anderson. And now, Ahmed Rosario, who had that triple and scored the first run for the Guardians way back in the first inning, is now going to come up to the plate. He got the hard one. He got the hard one for the cycle. Maybe he could, he did have a 4 for 4 or maybe a 5 for 5 game earlier this year where he was a triple away, I think, from the cycle. But now he got the hard part. Let's see if he can't maybe get a hit. Maybe a single, a double, a home run. I'll take anything. 0-1 pitch to him, up high, 1-1. Rosario wears these ridiculous, in my opinion, super bright yellow batting gloves. I'm a little surprised that pitchers don't say that's distracting. I'm surprised that those are legal gloves, because as somebody who's just watching this on TV, I am just distracted by his gloves. Fouls that out to the right side. It's 1-2 here, and Anderson sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch to Rosario, and that almost hit him, or did it? It did not. Bounced super far in front of the plate. Almost hit him. Ahmed Rosario, 35 triples, most in the majors since 2018. That's probably a testament to his speed more than his ability to hit. Although he was much better before he came to the Guardians. He spoils that pitch, just gets a nick of it, and it's 2-2 still. So bottom 3, 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch coming from Anderson to Rosario. The set and the double take delivery, and that is a lined shot to second base. I think Drury did get it in the air, and he did. They are going to say it was out. He would have been able to throw that over to first base. So there is 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Rosario hit that one hot, though. That was a feisty line drive over to second base. I like it. I like the way he's approaching the plate. I think he looks much better. Hopefully those will just turn into hits, down the line. So, José Ramírez, 1-0 count to him with nobody on. Sack fly in the first. He drove in Rosario. And this one is going to be in the gap. It's going to go all the way to the wall. And it is going to be a double for José Ramírez. Let's go. So José Ramírez gets it done. Gets it on base with 2 outs. And he's going to allow Josh Bell to maybe single in another run and give us a 3-0 lead. I like Ramírez tonight. He's hitting the ball very hard both times up. The first time he took Trout all the way to the wall itself, literally with his glove. And then he gaps one there for a double. And Ramírez is standing on second base. So, bottom 3, 2 outs, but 1 on, and Josh Bell's the hitter. And he's going to look at a ball low in the dirt, 1-0 to him. So 1-0 to Bell. Anderson checks on Ramirez at second, sets and delivers, and that's inside 2-0 to Bell. Bell is a walking machine. This guy, although he only hits .217, he is near the top of the league in walks. 2-0 pitch coming to Bell. He's got a great eye. Go Guardians, Diddy. Let's go. 3-0 to Bell. Let's see if we can't get something going with 2 outs. By the way, I'll give out this play for tonight because it is on our higher Patreon tier. I'm in a good mood. I did take the Padres and the Dodgers over 9 tonight as Bell does walk, and now it's first and second with 2 outs. And Josh Naylor coming up to the plate. I did take Dodgers-Padres over 9 tonight. I like it. I think Snell hasn't been great. And I know the Padres offense at times struggle, but they're also not playing in Petco. They're playing in Dodger Stadium. So I like it tonight. I think the Dodgers-Padres, I think there's going to be some runs in this game tonight, and hopefully that over hits. 2 on, 2 outs. Josh Naylor, the number 5 hole hitter tonight, up, who had a great first at bat and drew a walk, and that is a first pitch strike. Oh, God. I don't think Naylor liked that one either. It was on the outside corner. Looked away to me. He actually stole a base and scored the second run. He stole the base because nobody was ever paying it. It was like Prince Fielder stealing a base. There's a line drive off the mound. It skips over to second base, and that's going to end the inning. We go top 4. Guardians still hold on to a 2-0 lead. Let's go. Let's go, Guardians. Come on. Let's get Logan Allen in the game. Let's get him to take care of business, and let's start a win. Let's start a series off with a win. It's just been, I know it's happened recently. It hasn't been a month, but it just feels when you lose series after series, like you can't win that opening game. It just always feels like that. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you don't already. It's good to see everybody on this Friday night. Friends of the channel all around. Absolutely loving it. Let's see. Around the league. By the way, Itty, 6-0 Mariners, still holding true. You still need 3 more in that. Hopefully you can get it. I don't know what's going on in the Mets-Nationals game. There's been 6 hits in 2 innings, and there's only 1 run to show for it. I'm going to open that up and see how many, what's going on. It just seems like it's ridiculous. The Mets have left 5 runners on base already. They've left 5 runners on base, and the Nationals have left. There's been 9 runners left on base in the first 2 innings, and of course, it's in a game I need an over. I hate when that happens. Oh well, hey, that's life. That's life. You bet the under on the Mets game, and it is so boring to watch, JD. I know it might be boring, but there's been 9 runners left on base, and I took the over that game. You'll probably win the under, which is fine. I really don't care. But you're telling me if you would have known there would have been 9 runners left on base in the first 2 innings, you would have taken the under? I mean, come on. There are 9 runners left on base in 2 innings between the 2 teams. That is ridiculous. I mean, they're on pace to leave 36 runners on base. We'll see. I liked the over in that game. I really did. But if nobody's going to hit with runners in scoring position, it's going to be hard. Anthony Rendon, though, Rendon is gonna be the hitter here, and he just took one deep left field, and that one is going to be goodbye. No, it goes off the top of the wall, and it's going to be a double. Wow, I think everybody in the progressive field, and myself included, thought Rendon actually got a hold of that one and it was going out. Because Miles Straw at the end just kind of looked up at it. And I don't know if there's any wind blowing in from left, but it hits the very, very top of the wheel. Browns made a deal? I'm going to have to look at it. I'll open it up right now, Al. There's a pop fly by Renfroe. That's going to be right to the second baseman, Jimenez, and there's 1 out. So Good job there by Allen to come back and get Renfroe. Cleveland Browns make a deal. Zadarius Smith for a fifth round. Interesting. Al, are you a little surprised on how little we gave up for that? That's a little surprising. A little surprising to me that the Vikings did that, but he's a good outside linebacker. I'm not gonna hate against the guy, but when somebody goes that cheap to me, I'm not sure I believe the hype. There's a line drive down the left field line. That is going to score Rendon from second. Quan's going to come over and get that in quickly to second base. And it's going to be an RBI single. And just like that, the lead's cut in half. So, runner on first, run in, and one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Drury, nice piece of hitting. Right up by the letters. And just drove that down the left field line into the corner. Quan does a great job, though, getting over to cut it off before it hits the wall and gets it back in. So just a long single here for Drury. And now it's going to be, who is this? Gio. It's going to be Ursula, who swings on, misses on the cut there. Gio Ursula, I never, ever thought was going to pan out as a hitter in the majors. I mean, he had some time with the Yankees where he looked good. I just don't think this guy... When he was with what used to be called the Indians, that's a foul ball, so it's 0-2 to him. I just thought he was going to be a bust. And he restructured his contract? Interesting. If I'm the Browns, here's the thing, and I'm always going to be a glass half empty with the Cleveland Browns, because nothing in my 40 years of my life has told me otherwise. Ursula, I talk shit about him. He's going to put this in the gap. Oh, nice cutoff there by Straw, but then bobbles the ball. Drury's going to go all the way from first and out at the plate. And I think they got to look at this. I want to say Drury got in there, but he's called out at the plate. And there would be 2 outs with a runner on second, I believe. I'll tell you right now, I think Drury got in there. Gallagher was so far off. Great job by Straw, who slides and doesn't allow the ball to get to the warning track. He does bobble it, though. And he gets... let's see. One more look at this. I think he's safe. Yeah, he's safe. I was right. I saw it live, and I'm right. I hate to always be right, guys, but he's safe. So there's 2 in. They're going to look at it, of course, because it has to be overturned. There's 2 in, 1 out, and all of a sudden it's a 2-2 ball game. But yeah, Drury's in 100%. 100% got in there. Yeah, he's safe. The guy holding the beer in the background's drunk. He has no idea what he's talking about. He's got the same viewpoint as the umpire, and hey, maybe to his fairness, the umpire was in his way. But to go back to the Browns real quick with the trade, and saying I'm always a half empty because they haven't shown me otherwise. Here's my thing about the Browns. They continue, as it is called safe, and it's a 2-2 ball game. They continue to try to make their team better, and I've appreciated them spending a little bit of money, doing some certain things here and there. But with all that said, if you're going to do that stuff, quite honestly, you better have, some winning expectations and have it come to fruition throughout the season. If it's not going to happen, it's just quite embarrassing, and you just stop doing it. And I'm not saying this guy's going to be a bust or anything. I'm just saying, okay, well, now you lost 2 fifth-rounders. And so... I mean, I know when you make deals, it's always taking chances, but, they go out and get Watson, and that didn't pan out. Anyways, enough about how bad the Browns are killing me. Matt Thias, 1-for-1 with a single, 2-2 ball game, runner on second. Big cut there. He was looking to put that onto Ontario, and actually, Ontario would be behind him. Maybe Euclid? I don't know. Whatever street's out there. 1-1 count to Thias. If you're just coming in, smash that like button. It was a Guardians lead until it wasn't, and it's now 2-2, and the offense just can't put up a crooked number on anybody to give us a little bit more of a breathable lead. I mean, 2 runs by Allen, if he goes 5 or 6 innings, still is a great outing to me. That is off the plate at 92, and now it's 3-1, and I think Allen's struggling a little bit here in this inning. They just did. They had 3 hits in a row. It was just not good. Not good. And it wasn't even the big hitters. This is bottom of the lineup, and now there's a walk by Allen. I would assume we're going to see Carl Willis come out and talk to the youngster here. 2 on, 1 out, and there, as I just spoke, is Willis coming out of the dugout. Allen's at 69 pitches. Yeah, I'm shaking my head too, Eddie. I shake my head. But you know what? I mean, sometimes I just feel like maybe my head is still, but I shake it so much at the Browns and the Guardians. Maybe it's just a constant state of shaking. So 2 on, 1 out, 2 in, and Allen's got to get out of this inning, man. Come on, get out of this inning. Let's go. Let's go. So who's going to be the hitter? We just did. Nito's going to be the hitter, who actually put a good drive into one into the gap area. I think Miles Straw caught it last time up. So Allen, lefty versus righty here against Nito. Not a great hitter, but neither is the bottom of this order. And look what they've done this inning. Nito 0-1, and that is fouled off. So yeah, 0-1. 232 on the year, just 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Shake and bake. Oh, if you're not first, you're last. To be honest, anybody in the Central Division is just last. 1-1 count coming here to Nito. 294, though, with runners in scoring position on the season. The 1-1. Set and delivery by Logan Allen. There's a double play ball, but it squirts through the left side of the infield. Kwan throws home. That is going to be cut off. Gallagher can't get the ball out of his glove or just throw the ball to third to try to get the runner. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back the Guardians that we love. It is a 3-2 ball game with runners on second and third and just 1 out still here in the top of the 4th. Whew. Billy, so you're going to want to download, it's, if you type in, if you have the iPhone, it's Poker Stars Lite. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks, the thing, hold on, I got to be able to see what I'm showing you. It looks like that one right there. Not the Papa John's one, but the other one. So, here we go, 1-0. 1-0, and the Angels absolutely no, it should work. I just don't know. I just don't know what it looks like on there, but it should work on Android. I think so. Yeah, just look for Poker Stars Lite. 2 outs as there's a ground out to third base, and if you're coming in, guys, smash that like button. It's all going to hell like it usually does for the Guardians. Here in the 4th, it's 3-2. Our offense can't put up a crooked number, but the LA Angels sure can. There are 2 outs now. Allen, this will be his 75th pitch of the game. And unfortunately, the man at the plate is Mike Trout. And he hasn't done much tonight, and he's absolutely due to do something. That's a first pitch strike at 92 miles an hour. Billy, just FYI, though, you can play it on your phone, you can play it on the iPad, you can play it on your computer. 0-1 pitch is taken into center field. No, I'm sorry. Little bloop job to second base, and Mike Trout is going to be retired. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Logan Allen gives up 3 runs to the Angels, and just like that, the Guardians find themselves behind again. And if our offense can't get anything going, it's going to be a long frickin' night. And, yeah. Just wanted to update everybody on my schedule coming up for live streams. I'm going to be honest. Number one, as you know, I don't do Saturdays. That is My wife and I were training for a marathon, so my long runs end up being on Saturdays, and I've realized that I just can't. I don't have any energy after that. This week in particular, usually I would do a Sunday, but this week in particular, I will not be doing a Sunday for 2 reasons. The first reason is tomorrow's long run is 9 miles, and it's going to be in the rain, and I feel like I'm just going to be exhausted. But the second reason is, as much as I'm going to be exhausted, I'm going to be staying up for the Seattle Kraken game, and I just don't think I'll have any energy in the morning to get up and set up the live stream and hop on and watch the Guardians blow another lead. So, I will be back on Tuesday night for the Chicago White Sox, 8:10. I will be back on Tuesday night against the Chicago White Sox for, I believe that's an 8:10 start, right? Let me look at the schedule. Let me make sure I'm giving you the right information. We're waiting to get here to the bottom of the fourth. But looking at the schedule. Yeah, we have Monday off. I'll be here Tuesday. No, I'm sorry. Not Tuesday. I'll be here Wednesday night. I'll be here Wednesday night the 17th. And then I'll be right back here Friday for the New York Mets. And then I will be doing Sunday Night Baseball on the 21st against the New York Mets. So we got three live streams coming up in about the next week or so. So look forward to that. So here we go, starting off the bottom of the fourth inning. Let's see if Arias can get things started. They're a sneaky team, and I really think they should be better than they are. So 1-0, Arias swings and misses, and it's 1-1 to him. I gotta get a better chair. Oh, Mariners 6-2. Looks like that should be an easy winner for that over too. Bottom four for the Guardians here. First hitter is Arias. He's in a 1-2 count. Anderson, now who looks like he was throwing a ton of pitches early, sits about 24 pitches behind Logan Allen. The 1-2 to Arias outside at 80 miles an hour, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, and is swung and fouled straight back. And we'll do it again. I wish I had better dreams. I don't think I've ever had a sports betting dream. I had a reoccurring dream for years as Anderson throws a 2-2, fouled off again. I had a reoccurring dream that I would hit a shot to win a basketball championship. I had this dream from like age 10 to like age 22. It would come like once a month. And there is a pop fly into shallow center. The second baseman is going to be out there to take that. Drury retires. Arias there, one down here in the bottom of the fourth. But I had a dream that I'd hit the winning shot. So here's the funny thing. I played on an intramural basketball team in college. We were down 12. We were down 12 points with like 2 minutes left. And we ended up winning. Now, I didn't hit the winning shot, but I did hit one shot during that comeback. Is there's a drag bunt by Jimenez, and that is going to be, that's an easy single. I don't know what the first baseman was doing. If the first baseman's over there, or maybe that was Drew, I don't know. But if the first baseman's there, that's an easy play. Anyways, to land the airplane on the dream, I hit a big shot in that comeback. We ended up being champions. And the funny thing is, after that game, I never had that dream ever again. Not once. You've never had a reoccurring dream? Oh, yeah. And then here's another kind of crazy one. I worked on cruise ships, as a lot of you know out there. I was a cruise director for about 5 years in my 20s. Bottom four, and there's going to be a double play ball. Nope. Jimenez didn't allow the double play to happen. Straw's going to be on first, 2 outs. So as many of you know, I was a cruise director in my 20s, and while I was on cruise ships, I had a dream, no lie, that I would wait, in the dream, I would feel the ship fall on its side, and as it fell on its side, I would wake up. even after I got out of the cruise industry, I wasn't out for too long. I still had that dream a couple times here and there. This is what's so freaky to me. If you remember, there was a cruise ship called the Concordia. And that exact thing happened to them. They hit a reef, which was a little bit of a bump, but when you're out on the ocean, you hit rogue waves from time to time, and you feel a bump. But what that did is that ship slowly turned on its side, and like when I saw that, I'm like, holy crap! That was the exact same dream I had for like 6 or 7 years. It was nuts. It was a fun job though. It was a good time. A lot of drinking. Not gonna lie, there was a ton of drinking. All right, 0-2 pitch coming up to Gallagher, the number 9 hole hitter, bottom 4 here, 2 outs, 1 on. Miles Straw almost ran himself into a double play, or not ran himself, but hit into a double play. But Gallagher's going to fly out to Trout. We'll go top 5. And the offense is, again, not going to do anything after the first couple innings. It's getting very old. This is starting to become a recurring dream in itself, to segue from dreams into the Guardians. But, and unfortunately, it's not a dream. It's real life. I don't know what the lowest batting average for a season has been by a team, but we could flirt with it. 222 we were hitting coming into this. I don't know. The only reason the Twins are ahead of us is because they've hit almost 3 times the amount of home runs that we've hit, and that's probably the only thing keeping them in games. But it's crazy to me to think that the Twins and the Guardians, both those teams are in the bottom 2 of batting average in the league, yet they're within 3 games of each other, of first and third place in the Central. Crazy. Billy, you had a recurring dream about a massive instant flood, like a huge wall of water coming. Do you still have it, Billy, or did that unfortunately come to fruition and now you don't have it? And I think that's the most interesting thing about the recurring dreams that I have had, is that sometime it's played out, and that just worries me on some other recurring dreams that, have me in a basement with a clown. Like, what day? When is that day coming? So we go top 5 here. Let's check in on some scores around the league. Mariners 6-2, bottom 6. Reds trailing the Marlins 3-2, end of 5 there. Mets, they just continue to leave people. I think they've left 6 now on base through 3 innings. They're down 1-0 to the Nationals. Pirates up 1-0 to the Orioles. Rays 2-1 over the Yankees. Braves, Blue Jays tied. Cardinals, Red Sox tied at 2. Cubs, 0s. Royal, Brewers, 0s. Everything else, 0s. So there's your out-of-town scoreboard update. Billy Joe, they're an absolute nightmare. Eddie, you call them visions. That's a good way to look at them. You had a vision. Now, Eddie, is that because people call, that psychic hotline? Like, is it 1-800-ITTY-BITTY? 0-1 here to Ohtani, and it's now even at 1-1. Allen has gotten Trout and Ohtani. In fact, they're combined 0-5 coming into this at-bat for Ohtani. But it's everybody else that's been a problem last inning. Well, Billy, man, knowing the hurricane damage I know you've had down there, I really hope that one doesn't come to fruition. Yeah, that's exactly my sentiment. Eddie, actually, the only thing I wish I could get, Marty McFly's Sports Almanac. 1-2 pitch. Woo! That was on the outside corner, right at the letters. I thought that should have been called strike 3, but instead it is going to be 2-2 here. Allen, his 81st pitch of the night, and that is off the plate, and it's 3-2 to Ohtani. Ohtani, 3-2 pitch on the way. Top 5, nobody on, nobody out. Swings and just fouls that off, and it hits. Ooh. Oh, no, it's going to be. I thought the ball hit Gallagher, but instead, when it was fouled off, it looks like Ohtani got Gallagher, and it's going to be called catcher's interference, which I think is the stupidest call in all of baseball. I think we have to get rid of catcher interference. That's like, catcher interference to me is such BS. I can literally just try to hit the glove every time I swing. I just don't understand that. Tell me in the chat what you guys think. Oh, yeah, Eddie. I wish I could have that so bad. It'd be great. Catcher's interference. This is such a stupid call in Major League Baseball. This is something that literally in the minor leagues, I think maybe you do for like player safety, but in the majors, I think it's ridiculous. So it's so stupid. 91 mile an hour fastball. That's outside. As this is Rendon now up. Fly out and a double. He started this rally really back last inning. You sure do, Billy. Yep. So if you've signed up, you now that you have to sign up. So make sure you sign up through the app and you make an account. And I will tell you how to do it in 1 second. I just got to pull up that info. 2-0 pitch coming from Allen to Rendon. Runner on first, Ohtani, and now it's 3-0. And you got to get somebody up in the pen now. I think Logan Allen doesn't like throwing in the stretch. Kind of like Cal Contreras a little bit too. Whew, there's a strike on a 3-0 pitch. All right, let me find that poker stuff for you. Actually, I could probably just go to the room. I don't know. 3-1 from Allen to Rendon. And that is swung on and driven into center. That's a single. Straw cuts it off and then gets it into the cutoff man, and it's going to be first and second now with nobody out. What is Logan Allen doing? Come on, man. Really struggling with hitters 5 through 9 tonight. Really struggling. Oh, here we go. All right, so Billy, if you're on your phone, if you're on the app, to get to home games, yeah, you scroll R all the way down to the bottom, and you request to join a home game, and then. Yeah, join a poker club. You click that button as it's 1-1 now to Renfro. And then the club ID. Tell me when you're ready for the club ID, and I'll give you the club ID. 1-1 count to Renfro. That swung on, fouled off, 1-2. So I would say if Allen gives up another hit here, he's going to get the heave-ho. He's 90 pitches in. I appreciate Tito trying to let him get through 10 or 5 innings here, but he hasn't looked good in the last 2 innings. And there is a shot to straw. It's gonna drop. It's a single, and that is gonna be bases loaded, nobody out. And is anybody gonna come out and pull this guy? Three straight base hits. I'm sorry, one was a catcher interference. This is and again, what a stupid call. This rally has started with a catcher interference. Carl Willis is coming out. I think this happened a little too quickly. I don't think they have anybody up in the pen ready, so they should get somebody up now, and we'll see what we're gonna do. So, Billy, once you find that join a poker club button, let me know. I'll give you the club ID number. And then I'll have to give you an invitation code. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Allen, 91 pitches in tonight. If you guys are just coming in, smash that like button. Oh, here's Drury, who had a big double to keep that, that 4th inning. I don't see anywhere where I can join Poker Club or anything of that nature. So, let me show you on my app where it is. It's all the way on the dashboard. So here. So like when you click, I gotta do this in front of me. When you click and you get this, hold on, let me log in. So when you're on the main page there, like that's the dashboard. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, like down here, like at the bottom, it's gonna say join a poker club. That's where it would say it. One, two, coming up to Drury, and that is in the dirt, 2-2. Drury, 268 on the year with 2 home runs with with the bases loaded. So he's got 2 grand slams. Oh, I'm sorry, that's career. Not this year. 2 grand slams in his career. I thought that was this year. I'm like, damn, this guy's just absolutely crushing it. So 2-2 pitch to him, and he swings and misses. That's a huge strikeout by Allen. And there's 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. And that's going to do it. Allen's going to come out. Allen is going to be coming out. And they will go to the bullpen. And, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who's coming in? I didn't see. He went to commercial. So, bases loaded, 1 out. And we'll see who comes in. Panthers, Maple Leafs, man. How are the Maple Leafs this bad right now? How are they not scoring some goals? Come on, buddy. Get some goals going. Whew. So, bases loaded, 1 out, top 5, 3-2 ball game. Angels trying to add on a couple more runs and make this... a 3-run lead on the Guardians right now with the way their offense hits the ball. It might as well be 17 runs, quite honestly. New York Knicks, by the way, down by 1 to the Heat. That one's about almost halfway through the second quarter there. Oh, the Maple Leafs just scored. The Maple Leafs have just scored to cut it to a 2-1 game. Woo! Let's go. Morgan Riley with 12 minutes left in the second. Let's go. So here we go. Top 5. Bases loaded. Bases loaded. 1 out. Logan Allen responsible for every single runner. For every single runner. Oh, it's Nick Sandlin. God. Out of everybody, this is not the guy that I would have brought in. 4.85 ERA. And he's going to face Gio Urshela. He's got that sidearm delivery, and Sandlin is going to deliver a strike to start things off against Gio. So 0-1, 1 out. Bases juiced. Urshela takes one outside at 92. And the count is even at 1-1. The 1-1 from Sandlin. That's going to be a ground ball. Double play. 1 and 2. And they get out of the inning. And Sandlin, I just got to talk crap about you, sir. He gets out of the inning. We go bottom 5. And with a bases loaded jam, the Guardians don't give up any runs. And Logan Allen's ERA is going to stay at a decent number. Woo! What a great job by Sandlin to get that ground ball double play by Gio Urshela. And to be honest with you, Gio sucks. So, hey, maybe it's just the worser of the two there. You find it, Billy? Let me know. I can send you an email too. Sometimes it's easier to find on the computer as well, but. All right, we go bottom 5. Let's get an update on some scores around the league. Mariners 6, Tigers 2. 2 outs, top 7 there with 2 on for the Mariners. Marlins added a run 4-2 over the Reds, bottom 6. Mets and Nationals continue to lead. I mean, every time I look, there's runners on base. They have 9 hits through 3.5 innings. And 1 run to show for it. Pirates 1, Orioles 0. Rays 2-2 with the Yankees. Blue Jays took a 1-0 lead over the Braves. Red Sox 4-2 over Cardinals. That's bottom 5. Everything else, no runs except the Brewers have put up 1 over the Kansas City. Let me find the actual name of it. It's like Poker Stars. It's Poker Stars Play Money Poker. Poker Stars Play Money Poker. Let me see. This is the official name of it. It has light in the thing, but it's Poker Stars Play Money Poker. Kwan takes the ball. He looked like he was going to bunt, but he takes a ball high, and Kwan's going to lead off things for the Guardians here in the bottom of the 5th. I would be over the moon here if we could just get like 1 run and tie this up going into like the 8th inning. Kwan 0 for 2 on the day. Anderson pitching well these last couple innings. Ooh, almost gets Kwan there on the shoulder, but does not. 2-0 pitch coming to Kwan. That is in there for a strike, 2-1. So Kwani, start of the year off, on a streak, then had a downswing, then an upswing. He's kind of back and forth. Should have taken that for ball number 3, but instead checks his swing and fouls it off, and it'll be 2-2. He knew it too. I think it was kind of an excuse me swing, although he went around, so he just couldn't hold back there. 2-2 the count to Steven Kwan to lead things off in the bottom half of the Guardians' 5th. Anderson, 65th pitch coming up. Sets and double clutches his delivery as normal and throws ball number 3 way outside. And Kwan has worked this full. The 3-2. Down low, ball 4, and Steven Kwan is gone on base. And I'm going to tell you right now, if he doesn't try to steal a base, I'm boycotting Tito. With that said, Ahmed Rosario stopped swinging at the first 2 pitches and let this guy on base do something, man. Rosario takes a ball inside. Well, I think Battenfield JD's done. I think he's gone. I was talking to somebody the other day after they told me that he was going to be the best thing since sliced bread. Rosario singles into right field, and Kwan will move up to second. It is first and second here with nobody out in the 5th, and José Ramírez finally gets the bat with some big players on base and some speed, to say the least. I was talking to somebody the other day, JD, about Battenfield. Listen, the guy comes out, has a great first outing. Nobody's got the book on these guys. Allen's the only one that I think has been consistent. I think Allen will stay up. I'm not sold on Savali being that great either. And he struggled a little bit in the beginning of the season. I'm not sold on him, and we haven't seen McKenzie yet. So if they for roster reasons they have to send Allen down, maybe he goes down, but I'll be honest, why not send one of your 3 catchers down and keep Allen up? Do we, or I know actually they did send Valoria down, so we only have Gallagher, I think. I think Valoria went down, but just send Zunino down. There's no reason he should be on our team. So here we go, 2 on, nobody out. Ramírez batting right, 1 for 1 with a double on the day, and he'll take a first pitch ball in the dirt. Davinsky is in the bullpen for the Angels. Anderson still, this is only his 70th pitch coming up. And that is swung on and missed. Took something off of that one. And Ramírez was in front of that. Seems like the ball's still trying to get across the plate. So Ramírez, sac fly and a double, 1 for 1 on the day. Well, number 1. And there's a foul off. That guy was not my friend. I say friend. If I said friend, it's just because it was some random person that I heard the name Battenfield come out of, and he was talking. Anyways, I don't know why he was so high. It's you know what the reason is really, JD. You get. Let's be honest. Oh, Billy, you found it. Awesome. All right, I'll get into that in just a second. As Ramírez has the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be flown out to right field. Is Kwan going to tag? We'll find out. He is. Nah, he did tag. He went to third. So at least we got the tying run over the third base with 1 out here in the thing. So, all right, Billy. Yeah, let me get that. So, Billy, the club ID number is 4848275. I'll just put it. You know what? Here, I'll just put it in the chat. That's much easier. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. That's what it is. And then you're going to need, yep, and I'll get you that too. I'll get you that code too. I just got to get it. Where is it at? He better steal now, 100%. All right. First and third, Bell's up. Yeah, Battenfield, I mean, this guy just was talking good about him. There's just no reason. Bell's going to ground it to third. That is going to score the run if it... it could have been a double play opportunity, but it was very hard to even just get the run out at second with Rosario running there. So it's going to be a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. I believe there's going to be 2 outs. They're looking at it, and he might have been going, and I think he's going to be safe. I think there's going to be 1 out with runners on first and second. That's what I'm going to put up on the board. Woo! I think he got in there. Nope, they're going to call him out. All right, that's fine. They're not going to even check it. So hey, we got the tying run in. There's a runner on first and 3-3. Fine. I'm just going to land the airplane on Battenfield. I don't understand why fair weather fans just get so high when somebody has a good day. It's the same reason people think Mike Zunino was the hottest thing since sliced bread in his first 3 weeks of the season. You know, he had a couple good hits, hit a couple home runs in a couple of, 3 for 3 days or something with some doubles. Yeah, what has he done? He went 0 for 20 in those last 6 games. Fair weather fans really, I think, hurt the integrity of what people, the perception of, and the media does too. You know, I don't think, but maybe 5% of media personalities actually know anything about sports. So here is Naylor. He swings and misses. It's 1-2 to him. So 1-2 to Naylor. That almost hit him. And it's 2-2 as that one was inside at 79 miles per hour. So 2-2 pitch coming up to Naylor. That is down and out of the zone. 3-2 to Josh Naylor, who's done a nice job. He had 1 walk earlier in this game. Looking for another to maybe put first and second with, I believe, Arias coming up next. So, Naylor swings and takes one. It is going to be a fair ball and stepped on first. So that'll do it for the Guardians in the bottom of the fifth. But the damage has been done. They tie the game back up. They can only put up single-digit not single-digit numbers, just single runs. They have 3 one-run spots on the board tonight, and that's enough to get them a tie game right now. So we go top 6, 3-3, Guardians and the Angels. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a win. Let's get a win. And I think I just saw your thing come through, Billy. And I will accept you as a member. Yep. Review now. Accept. Cool. Awesome. You're in, Billy. Thanks for getting in the poker league. It's going to be a fun time. I will send you a make sure there's one tournament that you can sign up for this Thursday. Make sure you get into that. Yeah, you are in. Oh, it was at the top for Android? I'm sorry, Billy. I'm sorry about that. I will send you an email later tonight when I get off air. Or actually, I'll just forward it to you right now. It was kind of a must-read for my poker members that I sent out last time. Let me see if I can find it, and I will send that over to you. Again, guys, if anybody wants to join our poker league, it's a fun time. It's Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I found it. I will forward this. I think I have your email, Billy. Yeah, I got it. There it is. All right, Billy, I just sent it your way. So read that email. It gives you kind of the lowdown on what's going on with the league itself and everything around it. So check that out. All right, we go top 6. We got top 6. Sandlin's going to stay in here. Did a nice job with that double play ball. 1-0. 1-0 coming up to Thais. Thank you. Al, now my wife's, oh, it's going to get old, honey. Thais, thank you. Thais takes this one to center field deep, but Straw is back at the warning track about 3 steps away and takes that down for the first out of the top of the 6th. Thais gave it a ride, but they did not let it go out of the ballpark. I'm an idiot. Awesome, Billy. Glad to have you, man. I love having friends of the channel join. So, again, completely free. There's information in there for something else, but don't ever feel pressured that you need to do anything different than just playing for fun. That's what I started it for in the first place. First pitch, excuse me, swing to Nito. And that was Nito for us because it went right to Naylor. And it is 2 outs quickly here in the top of the 6th. I'm here all night with puns. I can do it. So, top 6. Nobody on, 2 outs. Sandlin only 7 pitches in, and he's got 4 outs in those 7 pitches. That is crazy. But now the hard part starts. Top of the lineup here with Ward, then Trout, then Ohtani, and then Rendon, and then Renfroe. So I'm not sure he comes in if he gets Ward out next inning, but if he does, he's going to have to face some big hitters. We'll see what he does here. 1-1 count here to Ward, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Ward is not your typical leadoff hitter, in my opinion, but they've always put him there. I don't think this is a leadoff hitter, and I think it's kind of stifled the Angels' offense. There's a ground out over to second base. 9 pitches, 5 outs for Sandlin. If that ends the night on him, I'm very pleased. We go bottom 6. What a quick inning that was. It is 3-3. Let's see if the Guardians' bats can't come alive again this inning and take the lead. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We will see Jimenez, Straw, and Gallagher. Al, you think Karachek's coming up? Okay, so him in the 7th? God, just watching him against those guys, though, is going to give me, like, some stress. Then who in the 8th? De Los Santos? And then Clase, if we have a lead? What do you guys think? Maybe? I do like the De Los Santos guy. I think that guy he's something special. By the way, almost halftime, Miami has a 1-0 lead over the Knicks. Toronto just cannot tie up this game against the Panthers. 54 shots on goal in that game. I had over 6.5. 54 shots, and we're not even at the end of the second period. Only some great goaltending by Sergei Bobrovsky and Wool there, the youngster. But here at Progressive Field, we go bottom 6. Oh yeah, Stefan, I forgot about him. Yeah. I have not watched a game with Henches in there yet. Yeah. And I know he just came back, right? If I'm not mistaken. Al, what was your thoughts on SpongeBob going down? On Oscar Gonzalez? You think that's a good call? I would have liked. I don't understand why we're so high on this Arias guy. Even Zanino, like, you could have sent him down too. But I guess because of the contract, that would be embarrassing to send him down. Speaking of Arias, he's going to lead things off here in the 6th. We'll then see Jimenez and Straw and maybe Gallagher if we get somebody on. 0-2, Arias line out and a pop out in this game. And Anderson did come out here for the 6th inning. They were warming somebody up at the end of the 5th, but Anderson, got out of that jam, only giving up the 1 run. And I think they're going to allow him to try to get a win here. So 3-3, and there's a fly ball to right field, and Arias is going to be retired. So Arias continues to just not get hits. And this is why it's very confusing to me that he continues to get at-bats. I just don't understand why you send this guy. To me, Gonzalez has got more power. He's got more ability to go the other way. I just think he's an all-around better hitter. He'll never understand it. Bottom 6, 1 out. Jimenez takes a first pitch strike by Anderson. And I wanted to get the right number. Arias is batting a .92. .92. That one's in the dirt. 1-1 here to Jimenez. Who are you bringing up? I don't know. Out of everybody, I think Arias needs to go down first. Out of Gonzalez, Brennan, and Arias. I think they only keep Arias because he's a utility player and he can play multiple positions, and I get that. I really do. But at what cost? Just so you can put a guy out there and give another guy a day off? Like, I just think that's stupid. There's Karachek, just as you called, Al. Jimenez takes a ball, and it's now 3-1. Davinsky is still pitching out there, and I would assume if there's a walk here to Jimenez, we are going to see a pitching change. And there is going to be instead a bloop fly ball into left field, and there's 2 down here in the Cleveland Guardians' bottom of the 6th. So 2 down, bottom 6. And Anderson, I did not think he'd go 100 pitches, but he's just about to go over 100. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed much offensively for the Guardians. They've had 3 innings with 1 run apiece, and their pitching gave up a 3-run inning. I mean, it's status quo for the Guardians. That's exactly how it happens. We get a run here, we get a run there, and then we give up a big inning pitching-wise, and it's a tie game or we're losing. It is a tie game. That's the good news. The bad news is Trout, Ohtani, and Rendon coming up for the Angels in the top of the 7th inning. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to see me just cry for 365 days a year, I'm a Browns and a Guardians fan, and that's just what life gives me. So, 0-2 now to Miles Straw. Sack fly, safe on a fielder's choice, 227 on the air, has yet to hit a home run. I might have to start betting this guy to hit a home run prop. He's going to hit one eventually. He can. That one in the dirt, 1-2. Awesome, Billy. Awesome. We'll see you Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, man. Looking forward to it. 1-2 pitch. There's Straw. It's going to get in the gap. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Let's see if Straw goes for 3. He's at second. He's going to route it. He's going for it. Here comes the throw into third base. Not even. Oh, no, he didn't go. Never mind. Oh, what did you do, Straw? He took a massive turn. An absolute massive turn. I don't know why he didn't go. It looked like the ball didn't get out of the right fielder's hands until he was at second, or Trout. Oh, he could have gone, man. I thought at least I'm going to give Rosario some credit for going, but either way, it's a double. And that might do it for Anderson, by the way. Nope, they're going to let him pitch. The number 9 hitter, Gallagher, takes a first pitch strike on the inside corner. Gallagher, who had a big hit, and I know he hasn't had many at-bats, but he had a big hit way back when we were playing the Oakland Athletics in a win we had in Oakland. It was an RBI double, if I'm not mistaken. JD, you live bet at 8.5 here? We do have one of the best bullpens. The Angels have one of the best bullpens. I think we're both in the top 6 in the ERA. Now, with that said, I mean, there's at least got to be 7 runs, right? The only reason sometimes I hate live betting unders on tie games is because to get 1 run, there's got to be at least some sort of rally going on for the most part. Or something, people are on base somehow. Gallagher is going to roll this over to shortstop. It's going to be a hard play deep in the hole, and it is the 3rd out of the inning. We go top 7, 3-3, Guardians and Angels. So that's just my thinking when it's a tie game, because there's at least got to be 7 runs. So then you can't give up 2 more runs. The other problem sometimes why I don't like betting a tie game deep with two teams that have bullpens is, okay, let's say we go to extra innings. Now the chances of it being a 4-4 game, all that has to happen really is in the top of the 10th in a 3-3 ball game. If that visiting team scores a run, then all that has to happen is for the Guardians to score a run with that runner on second. The ghost runner, I think, really hurts us. Let me answer Billy, and then I'm gonna circle back with Al's comment. So Billy, if you play for free, you can play in any tournament. Just the quarterly $100 tournaments is the only money you could win. The monthly prize pool, those go to the $3 per month guys. But you'll still be eligible to play in those quarterly tournaments. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Going to Al. I mean, Al, in another life, man, me and you, we're going to be like best friends. I mean, we are now, but I mean, you know, when we're going to be next door neighbors, and we're going to talk about Mike Zunino, because nobody believed me for months about this guy. And I know you believe me, and I know you see the light in what he is and how big of a liability he is, not only in our lineup, but from behind the plate as well. And you're right. I think he doesn't have nobody QB. I mean, it's not like nobody behind the plate would ever pick this guy to be their guy. You know, we don't see it as much now, but remember back in the day, like they still do. They have a catcher, like this guy catches this guy. And it's the only time he plays every 5 days. It was just, you know, nobody in their right mind would ever pick Mike Zunino to be that guy. Al, you're right, man. You're right. I agree. JD, man, if you send me a Zunino, first off, if you really knew me well, you'd know I would wear that Zunino shirt everywhere as total parody. I just like just because I would just do it because it was like an inside joke of how bad he is. But no, don't send me a Zunino shirt. 2-0 pitch coming to Trout. Karashek is in for the Guardians. Top 7, nobody on, nobody out. 3-0 now. Here we go, Karashek. I know it's Mike Trout, but if you're going to come in and walk the guy, then what is the point of being in there? 282 average, 8 home runs, 20 RBIs, 0 for 3 tonight. I think he has 2 strikeouts, if I'm not mistaken. The 3-0 to Trout, right down the middle at 96. 3-1 to Mike Trout. Billy, man, no problem, buddy. No problem. I told you. I'm not. It's not number one. There's a walk to Trout. Here we go, Karashek. Yeah, it's all about the fun first and foremost. And even for those that are a part of the Patreon and they're paying the $3 and all that, this is how I'm not making money off of it. I just wanted to open up maybe for people who might want to gamble and have a chance to go up the leaderboard. But here's the cool thing, Billy. I am going to be doing a Player of the Year for the free people too, and they're going to get a trophy. So, I mean, I wanted to make it accessible for everybody to have something to win. So that'll end in December, and then we'll start. I actually have a great idea for I think something coming up in January to kick off the year. I'm not going to unveil that yet though. It is time to send Karashek, Shane. It is. Welcome in, buddy. He constantly gives up walks, and now we're 2-0. He's thrown 6 out of 7 pitches have been balls so far. If you guys are coming in, smash the like button. It's classic Guardians here with their bullpen and Karashek in the top of the 7th. Trout will steal. The grandmother with a walker could steal. Oh, Al. That's hilarious. Well, it was kind of funny how Naylor stole earlier. 2-0 pitch coming to Ohtani. Billy Joe, 2-1, Baltimore top 7. Thanks for the update there, bud. Swing and a miss, and Ohtani just was looking to send that one to where I think it says, fans 456 out there in center field in the bleacher section. Woo! So, 2-1. Ohtani at the plate. Trout on first. And that is swung on way up at the letters. I don't know why Ohtani feels like he needs to make this a 2-run lead. I think if you just sit back and wait for your pitch, Karashek's either going to walk you or put something right down the middle. That was ball 3. Karashek getting a little bit lucky here, I think. 2-2 pitch. Ohtani swings and fouls it off out of play down the left field line. Kind of actually behind the screen. Two-two pitch. Coming to Ohtani. First base occupied by Mike Trout. Top 7, 1 on, nobody out. Guardians were up 2-0, trailed 3-2, and tied it up in the 5th at 3. The 2-2, set and delivery by Karashek. That is inside at 97 miles an hour. It is now a full count to Ohtani with Anthony Rendon waiting, the cleanup hitter on deck, who put a drive into one last time. I'm sorry, 2 times ago. Billy, it's going to be a nice one. Yeah, I found a good one. 3-2 pitch coming. And that is out. What are we doing, Karashek? I mean, seriously. Seriously, it's like every single live stream I get on with you, you absolutely just suck. And then every time I'm not watching you live, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe Taylor Swift was right. I'm the problem. Absolutely ridiculous. Carl Willis has to come out to buy some time to get somebody going up in the bullpen. So my question is, now who comes in at this point? Because Karashek is struggling. And Rendon, listen, if it wasn't the 4-hole hitter, and I love Willis tapping on Karashek there, right there, I can only imagine the words that I would have used. Oh, if you guys are coming in, smash that like button. We're at 10. Let's get to 20. I know we can get there. Oh, this is going to be another freaking back end of the game. Just Bob Wickman style stress ball. So, Anthony Rendon, who put a blast into one, I think it went off the top of the wall back in, I want to say, the 3rd or 4th inning. By the way, if Karashek is having to breathe like the guy from Little Big League on the mound, I think we're in trouble. He starts off with a ball to Rendon, and it's 1-0. Oh, so out of the 13 pitches, 9 of them have been balls. Shane, that's funny. I like that. I'd take Bob Wickman at this point, to be honest with you. Rendon lays off that one, and it's 2-0 to Rendon. Karashek, 10 pitches have been balls of the 14 he's thrown so far. This is absolutely getting just so insane with this guy. You know what? Logan Allen should take this guy's place. There's a strike at 97, swung on and missed. I'm a little surprised Rendon even swung. I know it's 2-0, it's a good count for a hitter, but the guy's thrown over 85% pitches, out of the strike zone. Doug Jones. 2-1. That is swung on, and that is popped up a mile high, and boy, did Karashek luck out. Naylor's going to grab that in foul territory, and that'll be the first out here in the top of the 7th, with Renfroe coming up, followed by Drury. So, De Los Santos, as I mentioned, I thought he might get in tonight, and it does look like he will come in. I don't know if that's only if Karashek gets in more trouble, or maybe we'll see him in the 8th. So Renfroe, he's going to be the batter. 1 for 3 on the evening. Karashek wanted a new ball because that's making a difference right now with the guy. Come on. Just don't give up the big hit. Like, if you get a ground ball single, I'd rather have that. But just don't give up the big knock to this guy. 2 on, 1 out. Trout, Ohtani, both walked to start the inning. There's a good breaking ball in the dirt. Swung on and missed by Renfroe. And it's 0-1. Come on, baby. One time. Let's go. Let's go. So Renfroe singled in the 5th. Looking to do some damage here in the 7th. By the way, Rosarina just made an unbelievable catch in the Tampa Bay game. 0-1. That is in there. 0-2. 85-mile-an-hour breaking ball on the outside corner. And Karashek quickly gets Renfroe in a hole. 0-2. Let's finish him off, Karashek. What do you got, man? This is where Karashek did struggle for the most part in the early parts of the season. He can't get anybody out. This usually goes 2-2. Let's see what he does on the 0-2, and it is going to be in the dirt. It bounced about 7 feet before the plate. So it is 1-2. This is really where he has struggled, I think, as a pitcher, is being ahead in accounts. He's been there. He can do it. He just can't get the strikeouts on the 0-2 pitch, on the 1-2 pitch. Let's see if he can't get it right here. Come on, baby. One time. Karashek sets and delivers the 1-2 to Renfroe. That is down low again. 2-2. And again, it's even. I can call this shit a mile away. A mile away. Yeah, 4 straight. Well, maybe. I don't mind that if he's going to get up 0-2, because now on a 2-2 pitch, maybe you got the guys timing off and you throw a heater. Let's see what he does. The set and the 2-2. And another curveball. It is fouled off. That was ball 3. Now, do you go heater here maybe at the letters? If you're going to set all those curveballs up, then you got to come back with something. Go 97 right above, I would say at the letters, above the strike zone. 2-2, Kershak steps off, takes another breath, tries to compose himself. 5 straight, BSN. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome in. 2-2 count on Renfroe. Logan Allen sets and delivers the 2-2. That was up at the letters at 97 exactly. So that's what he did. It just didn't work out. Couldn't get Renfroe to swing at that one. And now the count is full. And yeah, this is going to be a problem if he walks. With Drury coming up with bases loaded. 3-2 pitch on the way. Up high, and did he check? Oh, he went around! It was ball 4, and God, Kershak has got lucky. He got a mile-high pop-up for the first out. He got Renfroe to strike out on a check swing. And now Drury's going to come up with runners on first and second. I can't believe he got him to check there. That was so far out of the zone, too. Let's see this last pitch. Yeah, he went. Woo! So, here we go. Drury, 2 outs, top 7. Can Kershak get out of this inning? By the way, this is going to be his 24th pitch. I mean, Sandlin got 5 outs in 9 pitches, and this guy's got 2 in 24, and Drury just drove that down the left field line, but was way out in front of it. Jason Love, what's up? Go Guards, man. Go Guards. Billy, not at all. Not at all, because I'm competitive, man. I go into those tournaments wanting to beat everybody, and last night I did. I mean, yeah. I 100% want to show you guys my poker skill. So I don't know if other people do. It doesn't seem like it, quite honestly. Everybody's played a pretty good game. But also, I think having a leaderboard and you know, the opportunity to win cash for those that participate, I think that is keeping it very serious as well. 1-2 pitch now coming to Drury after that one's out of the strike zone high. Again, let's see if Kershak can get somebody out, being ahead in the count 0-2. He couldn't on that one. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Guardians trying to win a series for the first time in a month. With game 1 here, a win would go a long way. 1-2, that's up high again. Counts even at 2s. Every single time this guy gets ahead 0-2, I could literally go up myself, put the bat on my shoulder, and just wait for 2 balls to come. Because that's what's coming. Every single time. Every single time. So, 2-2. 2-2. And that is strike 3. Let's go, baby! Woo! Kershak, the Bob Wickman, gets us out of it. We go bottom 7. Guardians, Angels, still tied at 3. God. You walk Trout, you walk Ohtani, you get a mile-high fly ball, a check swing strikeout, and then you get Drury to sit on probably a breaking ball in that spot, and you throw a fastball right down the middle of the plate, and you end the inning. James Kershak, what a character he is. Oh, that is not the recommended way, by the way, of being a relief pitcher, in my opinion. But hey, to each their own. It works for them, right? All right, let's go through some scores, guys. Some updates. Seattle 9-2 over Detroit. Looks like Itty won her over there. Cincinnati tied it up on Miami. Bottom 8, 4-4. Oh, finally, the Mets and Nats getting some runs. I have over 9. They're at 5 in the top of the 6. Pittsburgh 2-1 over Baltimore, mid-7. Yankees up 4-2 over Tampa. Top of 8 there. 2 on, nobody out for the Tampa Bay Rays. Toronto 2-0 over Atlanta. St. Louis 5-4 lead over Boston, bottom 7. By the way, Seattle did just go final. 9-2 victory over Detroit. So if we can get a win, we could jump back into second place in the AL Central. The unfortunate news is Minnesota is beating the Cubs 2-0. But the Cubs got runners on second and third with 1 out in the top of the 4th. Milwaukee up 2-0 over Kansas City. And Colorado and Philly, end of 3, sitting at 0s. So that's our scores. Maybe it will. Maybe it will, Billy. But thank you for telling me your strategy. I will exploit that. It's the 12th of May. 10 games in this month. Our catchers are looking for their first hit of the month out. You're 100% correct. 0 for 20, Mike Zunino. I wish I could be on here every single night with you guys. 0 for 20. I mean, I hope you all know, and I think based off of my verbal awareness of Mike Zunino and how bad he is as a hitter lifetime and how vocal I am about it, I would like to think that all of you, when I'm not live streaming the Guardians and Mike Zunino strikes out, that in the back of your head you kind of chuckle just a little bit. Yeah, VSN, man. The last time we won a series was against the Nationals, and we only have one more win than Washington. 100%, dude. 100%. It's been a month. It has been a month. Let's see if we can't start this series off with a win. Moore comes in, so it does look like Davinsky was only in for a situational appearance. Moore is now the pitcher. Kwan takes a first pitch ball. Had a walk his last time up, and now it's 2-0 to him, starting things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Shane, he is. 100%. 100%. Because he, number one, he doesn't, Bo Naylor's not going to hit you home runs. Kwan grounds it out to first base, one out there. So if you want, Bo Naylor is going to strike out the same. He's not going to hit home runs, and he's going to be the same defensively. The only thing Zunino has that Bo Naylor doesn't have is a little bit of power. Bo Naylor's not going to hit home runs. He's just not that guy. Can he hit home runs? Sure. Anybody can hit. But a guy like Zunino, if he didn't strike out so much, should be hitting 30 home runs a season. Bo Naylor would be lucky to hit 10 on a good year. Ahmed Rosario, 2 for 3 tonight. Has had a very good game. 0 for 1 here. More up high, the letter swung on, though, by Rosario, and it's 1-1. So maybe De Los Santos, like Davinsky, was a situational guy. Stefan is up now in the bullpen, so out right as always. Looks like this guy, Stefan, will come in. But De Los Santos must have been just like Davinsky. If Karashek wasn't able to get out of that inning, I assume then we would have seen De Los Santos. 1-2 coming up to Rosario. Nobody on, 1 out, bottom 7. Tie game 3-3. Rosario gets a hold of this one. It is way back. It's going to go off the wall. And that is going to be a double for Rosario, who's now 3 for 4 on the night. Let's go. Let's go. So the winning run, and I know it's the bottom of the 7th, but I'm going to get excited. It is the go-ahead run. Is now standing on second base with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, and José Ramírez coming up. Billy, yes, we do have casinos. I don't really go to play Hold'em that much there. Number 1, I don't have time. And number 2, when I do go to the casino, I'm usually with my wife, and it's before, like, the Monsters game or the Cavs game or the Browns game or the Guardians game. So when I do go, I only have, 2 hours, and I'm with somebody. So I don't want to be like, hey, screw you, I'm going to go play poker. But I wish I did. When I lived in Seattle, there was a casino right near me, and I used to go play all the time there. Intentional walk, not surprising there with Ramirez to get to Josh Bell here. So 2 on, 1 out. Bell's the hitter, batting righty against Moore, and that is a strike at 85. Now, I know Bell hasn't been fantastic this season, but this is why you go out and you get him. Because he's a switch hitter just like Ramirez, and I think it's important to have a guy who can, with power, who can, bat switch right after Ramirez, and that's exactly what we're going to see here. 1-1 the count to him as that's in the dirt. I think this is I know he hasn't been great, but the fact that he is a switch hitter and he can be in the 4 spot, I think is a big plus in situations just like this. So 1-1 count. Ramirez on first, Rosario on second. Moore sets and delivers the bell. That is swung on right back to the screen, and that was just missed. Big cut there by Bell. If you guys are just coming in, smash that like button. We got another dandy here. I used to call them the cardiac kids, but I'm now going to call them the can't hit kids. Because they haven't shown me any. I mean, they've shown a little tonight, but not enough to make me think that they're out of the slump. Josh Bell, 4 for 6 with a double and a home run, 4 walks. 1-2, there is a ground ball. That's going to be a double play. 1 and 2, and that'll end the bottom of the 7th inning. And God forbid we do anything correct. Top 8, 3-3 ball game. Cleveland, man, you got to come through with some hitting. One time, just a good base knock. Can you do it one time for me, please? Oh, just irritating that we just cannot hit with runners in scoring position ever. Absolutely ever, right? By the way, Tampa took a 5-4 lead over the Yankees in the top of the 8th. They put a 3 spot up on the Yankees. They just continued to be on a tear early on. Minnesota did give up a run to the Cubs in that 4th inning, so 2-1 Twins with the lead there. Nothing else going on in the majors. NHL's still at the end of the 2nd. 2-1 Panthers, and the NBA is halfway through the 3rd. Miami has a 63-56 lead, trying to close out Game 6 and the series. If Miami as the number 8 seed goes to the conference finals, what are we doing in the Eastern Conference? I mean, come on, guys. And also then, if the 76ers end up getting there, or Boston, does Miami even have a shot against either of those teams? Who knows? Miami Heat have a great defensive team, and I think that's what keeps them in games. But, I mean, going up against Boston or Philly is going to be a very hard challenge for them. So, we go top 8. I think we'll see Stephen come in from the bullpen here. And he'll face Gio Urshela, again, guy that came up in the system with the what was the Indians back in the day. Didn't really pan out for us. Was a little bit better with the Yankees. Now with the Angels. That guy just never panned out for the Guardians, really. Just not good. 4-8 limit? Hold him? All right. I don't even go that high when I play, Billy. But also, I'm not a big I like Texas Hold'em because obviously everybody does, but so my favorite game to play, if I can ever find, like in Vegas, if I can find it, I love me some 7-card high-low. That is one of my best games. 7-card high-low. Billy, just in that email I sent you about poker, I did ask if you could send back, if you don't have Venmo and PayPal, that's fine, but also send back your favorite game as well to me, just so I know. I'm gonna add some different diversity in poker games as we move in through the year. Flop poker, is that the one where they just all go in? Or what is flop poker? Is that when you see the flop and then you play from there? I have never played that. 0-2 here to Urshela from Stefan. 3-3 ball game, top 8. I hope this game goes on forever. I got to run 9 miles tomorrow with my wife for this stupid marathon training. There's a strikeout by Stefan. 1 down here. If this game could go on for 24 hours, I would be great. That would be fantastic. I'll tell you the best thing about marathon training. Before the long runs, I ate about 3 pounds of pasta today. Now, it also makes me feel very lethargic at the moment. Oh, I didn't know that, Billy. Yeah, interesting. I have not played that. Atlanta, or you mean Baltimore there? Billy, yeah, Baltimore 3-2 over Pittsburgh now. Yeah, unfortunate for the Pirates. Shane, just water, man. I got to run, like I said, I got to run 9 miles tomorrow. Just water. But tomorrow night, there'll be something different in the cup, although I don't know if I should really drink after running 9 miles. I don't know.
The wife and I are, she's a Kraken fan, so we're going to watch Game 6. They got destroyed last night. 2-1 here. Stefan to Theus. Come on, 1, 2, 3, Stefan. I'd just love to take the lead in the 8th and have Clase just close it out in the 9th. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's a single up the middle. So Theus, I think, gets his second hit of the game. And there's a runner on first with 1 down here in the top of the 8th. And unfortunately, the bad news is that's just going to help continue to roll over to the top of the order. We got Nito, the number 9 hole hitter, coming up. But you're going to have to face now at least both Trout and Ohtani. I mean, you would have had to anyway. But now you're going to have to at least face probably Rendon, too. So, top 8, 1 on, 1 out. Stefan checks the runner at first and pitches to Nato. Is it Nito or Nato? It's Nito. It's got to be Nito. It's not Nato. It's Nito. I've been saying Nito, and now I just second-guess myself. I don't know. I don't care. Anybody for the opposition? Who cares? 1-0 pitch. Stefan sets and delivers, and that is taken down the right field line, but out of play and foul. 1-1. 1 for 3. RBI single in the 4th for Nito. .238 average on the season. 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Let's go. If you're just coming in, guys, smash that like button. It's going to be another fun ending here in Cleveland, no matter what team you're rooting for, the Angels or the Guardians. 1-1 pitch from Stefan to Nito on the way, and that is low, 2-1. Oh, Neto. Is it Neto? Okay, Neto. Sorry. Al, you're always there, man. The problem is, I never have my sound on, so I can never hear what the pronunciations are on the television either. So I'm just going off of... I'm trying to phonetically look at it, but that's... Oh, shit. And he just ripped a double off the wall, and Kwan's going to get that into third base, and the throw home, and he's out! Oh, my God! Why did he go? There's 2 outs. What a play by Kwan. I have no idea what Theus was doing. He goes from first all the way to try to... He was out by about 90 feet. Neto takes it to deep left, off the wall. Kwan plays it off 1 bounce, throws it in. Ramírez, a nice job to get it, and then throws that to Gallagher. And Theus had no chance. And he's out. And there's 2 outs with, I think, a runner on second, with the game still tied at 3. Wow, what a play. What a play. And boy, are we looking out here. Stud poker, you're playing in the dealer. Interesting. I have not played that, Billy. I'm gonna have to look that up. I like 7-card high-low. I also like Raz. Or to be honest, I'm a big horse fan. So I love playing horse. But we're gonna get some other tournaments later. I want to get everybody just kind of on a weekly routine for the first couple months. But we're gonna do some fun things with that poker league, and we'll get some stuff going. 0-2 pitch coming to Ward, the leadoff hitter. That is down low. 2 outs, runner on, and boy, we are just lucking out here in this 8th inning. That was a shot. I'll be honest. I thought Neto put that over the home run porch on the left field fence there. I thought it was gone. The wind must be blowing a little bit. There's been a couple deep ones that have stayed in the ballpark. This one's going to be popped up into shallow. That's Rosario, and he gets it. Any time that guy's getting it, you have to be scared. But, hey, Stefan gets out of it despite giving up a single and a double in the inning. And I don't know how we do it, but we're tied at 3 going to the bottom of the 8th. And we are going to have, I believe, who's coming up? We're going to have Naylor, Arias, and Jimenez. So at least the 9th inning will roll over to the top of the order. But let's get it done now. Let's see if Naylor or Arias can just hit a home run. Just 1 home run, man. That's all I'm asking for. Why is it so hard? Just one home run. We're sitting on 19 home runs still. The fact that we cannot hit a home run just blows my mind. That's how bad do you have to be to not be able to hit a home run in the majors? As a team, not just as an individual, but as a frickin' team, we can't do it. Oh, crazy to me. No new, one score update. Cincinnati put a 3-spot on over the Miami Marlins, and they're up 7-4 in that one. Oh, well, doesn't look like my over 6.5 is going to get there for the Panthers and the Maple Leafs tonight. That's unfortunate. Hey, it happens sometimes. Should I live bet it under? Maybe not. I hate losing money 2 different ways. Then watch it go over. All right, so we go bottom 8. Gummer is a little no-hitter. Is that right? Wow, that's interesting. In Colorado, to say the least. That guy's not a very good pitcher, which is kind of surprising that in Colorado he's got a no-hitter going. But, hey, good on him. Bottom 8, here we go. Josh Naylor 0 for 2 on the day. Moore's going to stay in and pitch. 84-mile-an-hour, whatever that was called, was in the dirt before the plate, and it's 1-0. Naylor, a walk, a stolen base, a run. He's batting $188. He doesn't have a hit. 3 home runs, though. He does have power. If he could turn on one, maybe he gives the Guardians the lead here. Nope, he's going to foul that one off, and it's going to be 1-1. Come on. We can do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Strike right in there. 1-2. 1-2. Come on, let's go. Fouls that one off. Fouls that one off. All right. 1-2. 1-2 to Naylor. More sets and delivers, and that is going to be ball 2. Just misses the outside corner. What was the over in this game? I got to be honest, Billy, I don't remember. I think it was like 8.5, something like that. I think it was 8.5. 8.5, something like that. I can look. Let me take a look. 3-2, Naylor again. This is the third time, I think, or the second time in a row he's gone 3-2. What was this over? So it opened at 9 and then went down to 8.5. So it got bet down a little bit. 3-2 pitch. That is swung on deep to right field, and it is gone. And Josh Naylor just put us fucking ahead. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Josh Naylor just hit the 20th home run of the season, and we take a 4-3 lead and get Clase going in the bullpen because we're going to have a chance to take this series, game 1. Let's go! Let's go! Woo! What an absolute bomb. It was a no-doubter off the bat. Oh, my God. On a 3-2 pitch, Naylor hits the 20th home run for the Indians, and they finally get over that mark. Let's go. Let's go. Josh Naylor. Love it, man. And that's why I like him better in the 5-hole. I just don't think he's a hitter for the 4. Let's keep Bell at the 4. Let's keep Naylor at the 5. I think your 1 through 5 are solidified. I honestly don't care what Tito does 6 through 9 But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be Juan Rosario. Well, I will say Jimenez could be a 2-hole hitter, but Rosario's looked good lately, so I'll keep him there. Juan, Rosario, Ramírez, Bell, Naylor. Every single game should be those 5 in the top of the order. There should not be one exception. And for the most part, there hasn't, with Bell and Naylor kind of occasionally switching. So nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Clase's getting ready in the bullpen, and Arias is up, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Billy, that was his 4th home run of the season, though. And we only have 20, so he actually accounts for, 20% of our home runs this year. 1-2 pitch coming up to Arias. This guy should be in the minor leagues. And that is ball 2. 2-2. Wow, did we need that. And gosh, I really just hope that doesn't open up how stressful the top of the 9th is going to be if Clase lets some people on base. Arias strikes out, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th, and we do not really care what happens from this point on. We're more focused on Clase getting 1, 2, 3. Why does the umpire touch Naylor, by the way? If you're watching the game, do you see that? The ump behind home plate, as Naylor stands there and watches the ball go, touches Naylor on the back. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that. That's interesting. Jimenez, 2 for 3. He's starting to come into a little bit of a stride here. Let's see if we can't get him going. And that is low at 93. So, 1-1. I'm sorry, it's 2. Sorry, it's 2-0. My fault. 2-0. Now it's 3-0 to Jimenez. More 26 pitches. Remember, he came in last inning, got out of it, and came back for a second. Again, this bullpen top 6 in the MLB in terms of ERA. That might shoot up a bit with that home run. There's a strike on the 3-0 pitch, and it's 3-1 to Jimenez. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Guardians. Way to start off this series. So, 3-1 pitch coming up to Jimenez. The set and the delivery by Moore. That is swung on. That is going to be deep. Right center field. That is off the bottom of the wall. Trout's going to pick that up, and it is going to be thrown into second. And that is going to be a sliding in triple for Jimenez. And now there's a runner at third, less than 2 outs, and that is that's a massive insurance run. That is so big of an insurance run. We have got to get Jimenez in, and coming up to the plate is going to be Straw. And I'll be honest, if there was one time and one time only in which I would pinch hit Mike Zunino, it's a situation like this. Straw isn't a guaranteed guy that's going to get you a deep fly ball. If Zunino could hit a ball deep, he's the person to do it. We'll see. We'll see. So Jimenez stands at third with 1 out, bottom 8. 1 run in on Naylor's home run. Guardians up 4-3. And Moore is going to stay in the game. I think Rizzo just put up the Yankees 6-5 over Tampa Bay in the bottom of the 8th with a 2-run homer. His second homer of the game, if I'm not mistaken. And we are going to have a pinch hitter. It's not going to be Zunino. I believe it's going to be... Is that Brennan? No, sorry. I thought I saw Brennan. It's Straw. Straw is batting. Straw is up. Yeah, Straw's up. Number 8-hole hitter. Infield in. I'd love a squeeze play right here. One time. Wouldn't a squeeze play? I think that would be good. I wouldn't mind that, for sure. Inside, 1-1 to Straw. That's exactly what... Al, man, me and you thinking exactly alike. 100%. But we just don't play that kind of baseball. Quite honestly, Tito just doesn't play the small ball. There's inside 2-1. We just don't play that way. And it is a little frustrating. I like Tito a lot, but I will say the one thing that I can't stand is the fact that he doesn't play small ball. And I think in years where the Indians, when they were the Indians, strike 2-2-2, I think in years when we were that team, we played small ball and we won consistently, and went deep into the playoffs. So I'd like to see that more. I don't understand why we went away from it as the decades have gone on, but yeah. 2-2 pitch, Straw swung at ball 3. That was way out of the zone, fouls it off. So we'll do it again here at 2-2. Bottom 8, 1 out, runner on third in Jimenez, who, excuse me, just tripled off the bottom of the wall, by the way, too. And Straw's going to fly this one. Is it going to be enough? It should be. The right fielder grabs it, throws home, and that is no, they're not going to take. So Straw does not get the runner in. Jimenez did not go. He did not tag. I figured he was out, Al, with something, because when I came on air, I think I mentioned I saw him in the lineup. And then the next thing I know, he wasn't in the lineup. By the way, Al, if he's out with a stiff neck, it's because he keeps watching the balls go past him as he's swinging and missing. That is exactly why he has a stiff neck. Rick Vaughn ruined small ball for the Indians. So that's a good one, Billy. I like that. Cam Gallagher, 0 for 3, still looking for, as Al mentioned before, the first catcher hit in May here, and it's the 12th of May, for those of you counting at home. And he's going to pop this one up. It's going to be in shallow center. The center fielder is coming on. That's Trout, and he grabs it, and we only get the 1 run. I'll tell you right now, if that run on third comes back to bite us, not being able to get home, I am going to lose it. But Cleveland up 4-3 going to the top of the 9th, and ladies and gentlemen, Clase is going to come on to try to close this out. And will we be able to grab the first game of this series? I hope so. I hope so. Woo! It's been a fun night, guys. Thanks to all of you for hanging out. We got some more people signed up for the poker club. Talked a little NFL tonight. I'm very excited to start live streaming NFL. Again, this year I will be doing Browns games Monday and Thursday night. And for those of you that maybe didn't ever hear me say it, I'm pretty sure, for those of you that know Ian, who I do my live soccer streams with on Saturday mornings, little plug there, tomorrow 9 a.m. We'll have our soccer stream on live again back this week. But Ian, I think, is going to join me for some of the Cleveland Browns games, just as kind of a nice back and forth. So I think him and I, we're going to do I'll do some play-by-play. I think he's going to do some funny commentary as he normally does. But looking forward to him joining me for some Browns live streams. And then I will be doing Monday, Thursday night football as well, as usual. So looking forward to football, getting back into it. Also I'm looking forward to football that has a halftime. Baseball, as fun as it is, there's just no breaks. It's just constant. And now that you're only gone for commercial for a minute and a half, these games just constantly talking. So, Josh Naylor puts us up 4-3. Is that all we need? I really hope so. Yeah, Al, are you surprised we only got, 2 primetime games, and one is one everybody gets? That's the Thursday night. And we only got 1 Monday night. Are you surprised by that? I am super surprised. Shane, I am a golfer. Yeah, for sure. Billy, that'd be kind of interesting. I mean, some teams should probably play 2 Thursday nights to make the ratings go up. I mean, I think it just sucks that every team plays on Thursday, which means 1/3 of your games are going to suck. At least. So Trout against Clase here. Clase starts him off with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball inside, ball 1. Will Brennan takes over in right field. And Clase trying to close it out. We'll have to go through the 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Angels. 100-mile-an-hour again fastball up and in to Trout. 0 for 3 with a walk in the 7th for Trout. Billy, the Thursday night games suck. But I don't understand why. They still put them on because everybody watches them. 2-0 pitch, 100 miles an hour right past Trout. It's 2-1. I wish that as a society, people would be able to be disciplined enough to not watch something to get things changed. There's a 100-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle, and it's 2-2. Consistently throwing 100 miles an hour here, Clase against the big hitters in the league. Let's see what he does here on the 2-2 pitch. The 2-2 to Trout, and Trout drives this into the gap. And it's going to be a fucking double. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me, man. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And although Clase had 100 for the first time this season out, it didn't matter on that pitch because it was absolutely roped into the gap. God. Our pitching staff if it's not, we finally get a big hit. Naylor goes deep. We take the lead, and what does Clase come out and do? He throws one right down the middle of the plate to one of the best hitters in the game, and now Ohtani's up, and he's going to have to deal with this guy. Nobody out, top 9. 1-0 pitch now coming up to Ohtani as he takes the first one outside. Billy, yes and no. I'll have to see. 1-0 pitch coming, and that is down low. Listen, the only thing, when I live stream, I do the Browns because it's my team, but I've noticed if I need to pick a game that's going to be watched. If I don't pick a game that's not, if it's the Jags versus Falcons Sunday at 1, as the 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike, it's 2-1. If I pick a game like Jags-Falcons, and I know the Jags are better, I'm just using them as an example, but, at 1 o'clock on a Sunday, nobody's watching that game. But if I'm picking, Chiefs-Packers when Aaron Rodgers was there, that's strike 2, 2-2, then yeah, I would do something with that. So it's just going to depend on the week. So I'd have to look at the week 2 schedule. I actually could look at that now. 2-2 pitch coming to Ohtani. Trout on second base. The 2-2 by Clase, that is fouled off and spoiled. So let's see here. Week 2, I believe the Browns are on Monday night. So who would I pick? Vikings, Eagles. I'm not going to do oh, that's the Thursday night game. There's not really anybody. Maybe Jets, Cowboys at 4 o'clock. Or Ravens, Bengals. The 2-2 to Ohtani, it's now 3-2. Yeah, so it's just going to depend on the week, really. If you guys are coming in, it's all going to hell again. It's the Cleveland Guardians. I don't know what the city of Cleveland, anybody but itself. I mean, we light our rivers on fire. But he got Ohtani, and we got one down here in the 9th. Still a runner on second with Rendon and Renfroe coming up. Let's go, Clase. Finish this out, man. I do not want to go to another. Every time I live stream, it's extra innings. And also for JD, who I think live bet under 8.5, you cannot have that run score. I'm rooting for you, JD. So Rendon up against Clase. First pitch, that is off the plate at 93. Took something off that. He's been throwing, 3 digits thus far in the inning. 2 for 4 with a double, a single, and a run is Rendon, batting .300 on the season. The 1-0, that is a single to right, and Trout, are they going to send him? They do not. They do not send Trout, and now it's 1st and 3rd, so I guess we luck out. That was a hard-hit ball, but Clase has now given up a double and a single, and there's runners at the corners with 1 out here still in the 9th inning. So Renfroe will come up. A sac fly will actually tie up the game, but you do have a double play situation in place. That was actually a pretty decent throw to the plate by Brennan. And, yeah, he would have been gone. So, Clase, first pitch to Renfroe. That is 100 up high, 1-0. Listen, it doesn't matter if you hit it, if you throw it 100 miles an hour, if you're going to put it over the plate and they can swing the bat, that's just going to create more exit velocity off the bat the faster you throw. And that is up high, and a wild pitch would have scored Trout. A nice job there by Gallagher. If that was Mike Zunino, that would have scored 3 runs. Woo! Gallagher got up, saved the tying run from coming home, but it is 2-0 here to Renfroe. That is swung on and missed at 99, 2-1. I love a double play. Would absolutely love a double play, Billy. I'd say let's get it done right now. Come on. One time. Swung on and missed, 2-2 to Renfroe. And next up is Drury. So we can get down to 1 out, man. We got ourselves a chance. Let's go. Come on, baby. One time. Let's get it done, Clase. God, this is Bob Wickman every single day with this guy. The 2-2. And it's swung on and right back to the screen. Nice cut there by Renfroe. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. It's top 9. Usual stuff. That's a good view there. Hit right in the camera behind home plate. Classic Guardians. Not knowing how to close out a game. We've already blown 8 saves on the year. Looking for number 9 here if Clase gives up a run. Renfroe, 2-2 count coming to him. Clase sets and delivers. That's up high, but it was swung on and fouled off. That one topped 101 on the radar. So, Clase's throwing some heat, but he is struggling getting it by the hitters. He's giving up a double and a single here in this inning. We'll do it again at 2-2. Clase, the set and the pitch. That is swung on. It's foul, and it's not going to stay in play. Gallagher took a look at it, but that is not going to stay in play. Damn. All right, we'll do it again for a 3rd time at 2-2. Come on, 1 time. Let's go. And we're going to get a timeout here. We're going to get a pinch runner. Phillips is coming in. That's kind of interesting. Rendon's coming out. Maybe to get the guy over to second and take the... I mean, it's a 2-2. Why wouldn't you do that before the at-bat? I just don't understand that. Well, regardless, all you have to worry about if you're a Guardians fan is Renfroe at the plate. It's 2-2. Clase sets, checks the runner at first, and delivers. That is a high chopper off the plate and foul into the Guardians dugout. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. I'd love to get up to 20. Let's go. Guardians, chance to close it out and finally get a win here in the first game of a series. And maybe take a series. They have not won a series since the Washington Nationals. I think it was back on like April 14th. The 2-2 from Clase. 1 out. Top 9. It's a ground ball. Double play. No! They go to the plate. What the fuck are we doing? This is absolute textbook Cleveland Guardians. It's taken to second base. The guy didn't look once to go to second. What is Jimenez doing there? All right, so maybe he's not going to get the guy at second, but now he's thrown it home. He doesn't get Trout. There's runners now at 3rd and I believe 2nd. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's a ground ball to Jimenez. Gallagher can't get it at home. It's a bad throw in my opinion. And now runners are at the corners, and the winning run is now going to be 90 feet away with still 1 out here in the top of the 9th. This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot stand the Cleveland Guardians and anything that they stand for. I mean, this is getting out of control, guys. Every time I'm on air, this happens. Every single time. JD, man, I'm sorry. I told you, though, I mean, like, yeah, it sucks. Well, especially with our bullpen. First and third, Drury's up. He takes a strike. I mean, now a sac fly, and we're gonna lose in the bottom of the ninth. This is absolutely, it's par for the course, Tribe. It absolutely is. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The 0-1 from Clase, that is swung on. That's going to score the run from third. The Cleveland Guardians are going to be down 5-4, and the Angels have taken it. This is absolutely, I'm so done with this team. I may never come back for a live stream. I just cannot anymore with this team. This is such crap. I just, like, I mean, what are you guys? Are you a professional baseball team out here? So bad, man. So bad. By the way, the Maple Leafs tied up 2-2 against the Panthers. So bad. Runner on first, 2 outs, and now who gives a shit what happens now? The Angels score 2. You know what? What did I say in the bottom of the 8th? When we had runners on the corner with 1 out and a huge insurance run with Miles Straw at the bat. Now, I'm telling you, and there's going to be a line drive, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. That went to first base. Bottom 9, 5-4, Guardians losing. Listen, I'm going to tell you, did I not say at the bottom of the 8th, with runners on first and third and less than 2 outs, did I not say that you should pinch hit for Miles Straw because that guy's not going to get it far enough to score the run from third? And on top of that, and I understand Zunino's got a stiff neck and he can't be brought in. He'd probably strike out anyway. But I'm going to tell you this right now. The guy that I would have brought in that situation, who's not even on the club right now, is Oscar Gonzalez. What are we doing? What are we doing as an organization? Oscar Gonzalez is not on the team, but Zunino is, and Arias is, and Brennan is. Like, these are the guys that you want. I mean, come on. Come on. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it starts at the top. It really does. It really does. Oh, gosh. This is just so frustrating. So frustrating. The worst part about it is we didn't just give up the 1 run, but that the throw home. If Jimenez goes to first base, there's 2 outs with a runner on second. And now, because of that throw, it ends up being runners at the corners again with less than 2 outs, and they know how to hit the ball far enough to get the sac fly. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. I am fired up, boys and girls. I'll tell you right now, this is irritating the shit out of me. Come on. So, who are we going to see? Who are we going to see? I think it's Juan, Rosario, and Ramirez. At least we get to see the top of the order again, right? Oh, my gosh. Can my Friday nights not just be, like, relaxing for once? Every single Friday night is just a shit show with this team. 5 runs, 12 hits for the Angels. I think we have 4 runs on 8 hits, if I'm not mistaken, for the Guardians. 9 hits, sorry. Yep, Kwan's going to lead it off. And we're going to get the closer, Estevez, out here to close things out. 8 out of 8 in save opportunities. He has not been the problem for the Angels who've given up 7 blown saves. So, he has not been the problem. He's been perfect. Brandon Drury, he's going to play first base now. I believe Phillips then is going to second. Nope, Rengifo is at second. Sorry, I thought maybe Phillips would come back out. Urshela goes to third. A lot of defensive changes now. It doesn't matter who's out there defensively. If we don't hit the ball into open spaces, we don't have a chance. So 1, 2, 3. That's what we got going here. Let's see if we can't do it. I can't believe it either, Billy. I can't believe it either. Billy Joe, I did just see that 6-3 final. 0-1. First pitch was a strike to Quan. 0 for 3 on the day, 260 on the season, and that is up high, 1-1. Absolutely just nonsense with this team. Oh. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Let's get up to 20 likes. It'll just ease my pain. Quan fouls that down the left field line and foul. 1-2 to Quan. I don't know how to be a happy Guardians fan. The 1-2 pitch to Quan. It's up high, 2-2. So Estevez, he's a big boy. If you guys are watching this game, if you're not watching this game, Estevez has got to weigh, what, 280? 290? There's a pop. Foul behind the plate and just out of play. Theus did try to get that, but just not there. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Steven Kwan, come on, man. Get on base and then steal one, and then let's get a knock home and go to extras. That is low. 3-2. Come on, Kwani. Let's go. Good eye. One more. Let's get it done. Come on. One time. The 3-2 to Quan. That is popped up again behind home plate. This one is going to stay in play, and that's the first out of the inning. Gosh, come on. And we're down to Rosario and Ramírez. Rosario's had a great day. 3 for 4. Triple, single. Did he have a double? I'm going to have to double check. A home run? Would a home run give him the cycle? I can't remember if he had a double. I know he had a triple. He had a single. Did he have a double? First pitch to him outside at 90 miles an hour. And he did have, so he had a single, double, triple. Hey, if Rosario goes yard, we'll at least have seen a cycle. Come on, baby. I took a rip on that one. It's 1-1. So, hey, maybe something here. Catman, let's go. Back from Israel, man. Hope you had a good time. Rosario, if he hits one out, will hit for the cycle. 1-1 pitch to him. That is low. 2-1. Not only would it give him a cycle, but that would tie up the ball game at 5. I don't know which one is cooler. I think that would be all. Man, if this guy, I'm going to go nuts if this guy knocks it out. Come on, he was swinging for the fence on that first pitch. He swung again pretty hard, fouled right back to the screen, and it's 2-2. Let's see if we can't get it. Come on. Just one time, baby. One time. Just a big knock. 2-2 to Rosario. Another big cut, 98-mile-an-hour fastball. The last two pitches have been right across the middle of the plate. And Rosario has missed both by inches. So Rosario, 2-2 delivery from Estevez. A little curveball, tried to fool him, did not, but he fouls it off down the right field line into the club seats. Great catch by a fan who's had a little too many drinks because he got a little too excited for himself there, but it was a good catch. 2-2 pitch to Rosario. Swung on in foul territory again, and he coned it. Drury at first base cones it, and there's 2 outs. He did it right over the railing of the Angels dugout, and we are now down to Ramírez, and that'll do it for the cycle opportunity for Rosario. Ooh, he cones it. Drury, who just came in to play first base, he didn't just come in, but he moved over to first base on his first touch there with that first base glove. Get a little hint from the coach on how to to how to do that. I don't know why he went underhand on that, but either way. 1-0 starts Ramirez off with the ball, and the Guardians are down to their last strike. Down to their last strike. Or not last strike, last out, but now it's 1-1, so they're down to their last 2 strikes. Come on, man. Let's go. 1-1 pitch. Ramirez batting lefty, Estevez throwing righty, sets and delivers, and that is fouled off, and now the Guardians are down to their last strike. This is absolutely ridiculous. I am so furious right now. The post game is going to be short and to the point. I'm going to tell you right now. Swung on. Is it going to be a single? Oh, Ramirez gets a single with 2 outs here. And Bell has a chance to end the game with a home run. Ramirez on first base, and the drama continues here in Northeast Ohio. Ramirez goes with a 1-2 pitch, a little 9-iron from the knees, and fights a single into center field over the shortstop's head. Let's go! Let's go! Josh Bell, be the hero. One time, man. One time. Just go deep. Estevez getting a talking to. The umpire comes out, says something. Theus is out there. He says, hey, don't give up a home run. I say, hey, why not? Let's go. If you're coming in, smash that like button. Let's get up to 20 likes. I know we can do it. This is a game. This is a game. One swing of the bat, the Guardians can win this thing. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Bell is going to be batting left-handed. I prefer him to bat right. But he's going to go with the righty-on-lefty matchup here. Runner on first, and Ramirez. We'll see. Oh, there's going to be a line drive. It's a single into right field. Ramirez, he's going to go all the way to third. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. And the guy that took the lead for the Guardians, Josh Naylor, is going to be up again here in the bottom of the 9th with a chance to take at least a tie game into extras, or maybe with one swing of the bat, win this game for the Guardians. Josh Bell on the first pitch, batting lefty, rolls it into right field. And now we're a wild pitch away from tying the game. And just like that, when we were down to our last pitch, it looked like it was all over. But now it is not. And to be honest with you, they are going to pinch hit here. And Estevez got a talking to by the coaching, or the pitching coach there. We are going to bring in a pinch runner. I couldn't see who that was. It was very quick, but I know we pinch ran for Josh Bell. Last time up, Naylor absolutely destroyed one into center field. In fact, it went into the bullpens. That's how big it was. They're going to walk him. So bases are... Wow, that's an interesting move. You're going to put the winning run on second base? And they're going to have Arias. Now again, I mean, maybe it is a smart move. Bases loaded, bottom 9. Arias, who's 0 for freaking forever. I don't even know if we have a pinch hitter. We do. Brennan. Oh, Brennan. Yeah, he came in. I forgot. Brennan came in for Arias. So Brennan's up. Lefty. And he swings on a first pitch, 97 mile an hour. Come on, Brennan. One time, baby. One single wins the game for the Guardians. It's 0-1. It's 0-1 to Brennan, who fouled off the first pitch. The 0-1's high, and oh, it almost went back to the backstop. That would have tied up the ball game. Oh, my God. That would have tied up the ball game. You know, I did all this without rally cap on today. Now I don't want to put it on. I think that'll jinx it. 1-1, Brennan. Swings and misses, 96 mile an hour fastball. He half-heartedly swung at that. It was more of a check swing. It probably was a strike anyway. 1-2 pitch coming to Brennan. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom 9. And that's the game because Brennan struck out. This is just pitiful, guys. This is just ridiculous. I don't know how much longer I can be in it as a Guardians fan. You know, when LeBron came back to Cleveland, I gave up the Cavs because I can't stand LeBron James and who he is. The Guardians' offense is going to make me quit them. The Browns are never going to win a Super Bowl. That's going to make me quit them. I'm now taking applications for any city out there that wants to have me become their fan base. Seriously. So, final score, Angels 5, Cleveland Guardians 4. Clase gets the loss, the blown save, everything. But let's do a quick. It's going to be a quick post game. I have no words really to talk about. But there were some good signs offensively that I do want to get into. So let's go to the lineup and the scorecard real quick. I'm not going to talk about 3 keys of the game because my 3 keys of the game was offense and pitching, and our offense barely did enough to win. Although we did do enough to win, and our pitching, I'm not gonna get on Clase because I just don't want to waste my breath with that guy. Absolutely ridiculous. So I want to go through the lineup. I'm gonna give you my grades real quick. Quan 1 for 4. This guy's got to be better, man. He's got to be better. He's just not doing it at the top of the order. I don't know. Maybe switch Jimenez. Put him up there. I don't know. Tito, have some fun with that. Rosario 3 for 5. He gets a 9 for me today. He had a great day. Ramírez gets an 8, 2 for 3. He had a sac fly, RBI, and a walk in there. Bell, I'm gonna give him a 3 because he went 1 for 4, and that 1 kept this inning alive in the 9th. So I'm gonna give him a 3. Naylor gets a 9 out of 10 for me today. The guy gave the Guardians a chance to win the game. In fact, he should get a 10 out of 10, quite honestly, and we didn't do it. Arias is the new Zunino when Zunino's not playing. This guy's negative 1,000. Jimenez, great game, 3 for 4. He's going to get a 9 for me. Straw, 1 for 3. Again, this guy's struggling. So Quan and Straw. Tito, figure out what you want to do with these 2 guys, and then, let me know, because you got to do something. And lastly, Gallagher, 0 for 4. I'm not going to give this guy too much, bad vibes, or I'm not going to talk bad about him too much. But he is batting 0.54 on the season. In the last 7 games, I think catchers are like 0 for 24 or 30 or something like that. It's pretty ridiculous. So we got to get our catcher situation figured out. We got to get our bullpen figured out. I'm cool taking Clase out of the closer position. I am. Like let's play a little experimental May, okay? For the rest of May, that's what Tito should be doing. What you have been doing, Tito, hasn't been working. You need to just stop and experiment all over the place with this team. And maybe you'll find a hidden gem somewhere. Because at this rate, this is going to be an awful season. I mean, we might finish last in this AL Central. And if we finish last in this AL Central, that's embarrassing because this is the worst division in all of baseball. That's all I'm going to say, guys. I appreciate you stopping by on this Friday evening with me. Smash the like button on your way out. I will see you guys on Wednesday. My next time back will be Wednesday against the Chicago White Sox. And who knows? Guys, who knows? By then, the Chicago White Sox could be ahead of us. We could be in the basement by the time we play the Kansas City Royals for the first time. So that's it. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Again, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to go drink water. All right, have a good night, guys. I'll see you next time.